Are we ready to fucking go? Shit, is it live? It is live, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Hang on. Yeah, that's too much. All right, fuck. Yeah, see, that's still too much. Cocksucker. There we go. Booyah! All right. All right, welcome to Night of Cringe number 24. Yeah. Son of a bitch. I'm drinking out a really tall bottle of water, right? And I accidentally squeezed it too hard and some splooges out on my fucking desk. Damn it. Anyway. Yeah, another night of cringe. And, yeah, a lot of cringe is built up over the past few weeks since the last stream. Fucking celebrities apologizing for no reason. Ugh. Oh, and fucking and fucking Ruby Rose left Batwoman. Like right when I'm finishing, rounding out the Batwoman reactions, the bitch just leaves. One of my primary sources of cringe. S3L Pros 199 super chat. The love symbol. Love you too, and thank you for the super chat. But yeah, this bitch just fucking leaves. Right before season 2 gets off the ground. Damn it. But it's not like it's not like this shit was making her any money. It's not like it was furthering her career. How can it? It's not a good show. It's not a good show. Let's be real. It's not a good show. So I'm not surprised that she broke it. And plus, they nearly broke her fucking neck. They nearly killed her. So I'm not surprised she left. I mean, despite what she says, when the news first broke, Ruby Rose said, "Oh, I'm leaving because not because of my near fatal injury, or any shit like that, or because I'm probably getting paid worse than a fucking telemarketer at this point. No. I'm leaving because it's just time to move on." After season 1 of an apparently a successful TV show, that's what the studio likes to portray it as a successful TV show. Alexandra Mosley 199 super chat. I'm white, take my money, racism over. Thank you. Evil Hero Diamond Cat $5 super chat. Loved your Batwoman reactions. Can't believe the season's over already. I'll miss them forever. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna miss it. Well, it could still be cringe. It could definitely still be cringe when it comes back, but whatever. Oh, kill switch engaged. Hi Jay, what's up? REB $2 super chat with like a little doggy thing. Thank you for the super chat and for the doggy. Shelby MD $2 super chat. Batwoman ended. It feels like the end of an era. It's not over though. Like they're still gonna have a season 2, and it still could be just as cringe as season 1. And I have my own theories, but we'll get to that later after we get through some of these articles about Ruby Rose's departure that I want to read. But anyway, yeah, the studio came out and said, "Oh no, it was just a mutual thing." Oh god damn it. So many super chats. Nathan Pattinson, fuck, for $4.99 super chat. Excited about your cringe stream tonight, JL. Love your talent and humor. Still laughing from your last trailer review on Artemis Spy Kids. Yeah. I've been hearing, I saw a clip on Twitter of that piece of shit of Josh Gad blowing his ass after eating like some dirt. Oh, wow. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. Andre Antonio Gonzalez Caceres, I think. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Told y'all as Overlord Chaos, that Ruby was out by the end of the season. Hope Alice is gone as well for good. Worse, she might even be a female Robin. I mean, well, the actress, like, the show is salvageable to be but what would salvage Batwoman would be a total change in writing and probably getting rid of that fucking showrunner. Let's be real. Joey Hollywood Films, $2 super chat. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? What are those fuck? Like, I'd probably be a pine tree. Then again, they're always getting cut down. Well, you know what? They get cut down and put in people's homes on Christmas, and it'd be nice to be in a family home, you know, feel that family warmth during Christmas time. So yeah, a pine tree. That'd be cool. Nick Macabre, $30 super chat. Hey Jay, have some cash for your suffering. Can't wait to hear you roast the new Batwoman. Yeah, I've heard some shit. Carissa, and thank you for the super chat. Carissa Vermillion, 199 super chat. Gonna react to more Passion Flicks crap. I actually, fucking, what the fuck is his name? JXE, y'all, some of y'all probably know him from EFAP, you know, Kick J and all that shit. He turned me on to this fucking movie called 365 Days. It's not Passion Flicks, but it is a fuck movie. And I'm thinking about taking a look at that because that looks very interesting. It's probably a foreign film, so it's probably going to have subtitles, so that's the only downside. But I'm going to take a look at it, and then I'll get to some other Passion Flicks movies I've been looking at, because there's two other ones that look pretty bad that I've seen so far. I've only seen each of them halfway through, though. Okay, I've missed another fucking super chat. Y'all work fast. Sam McCabe, $30 super chat. As an Australian, I want to say sorry for Ruby Rose as Batwoman. It's not your fault, but it's not your fault. But anyway, all right, getting back to this shit. Like, the studio claims, oh, no, it was a mutual decision to just move on, for us to move on from Ruby Rose. And then you later on hear there's rumors that Ruby Rose was difficult on set. She was kind of a bitch, which I don't doubt, because like, she damn near died because of y'all. I'd be a little bitchy too. Ace 7410, 499 super chat. Hey, just wanted to send you some love and send thanks for the entertainment. Easily my favorite YouTuber over these past few months. Thank you. Oh. Yes, thank you. It's mucho apreciado for this shit. Yeah, you're just hearing a lot of back and forth stories. Like, for one minute it's amicable, another minute Ruby Rose was a bitch on set, and they were just like, we can't deal with this shit anymore. We can't work with her. Let's get her out, while maintaining her dignity, and just say it was mutual. I think that it has everything to do with her damn near dying, and the fact that you know damn well she's not getting paid as much as she should be. Or I don't think anyone on that show is getting paid as much as they should be for that show. It's not possible. They can't break 1 million fucking viewers an episode. It's always teetering up and down. Like, the first, I think, 2 or 3 episodes, it was 1 million viewers. And after that, it was just nothing but like, okay, 800, 700, 600, 500, 700 again. Like, it was going up and down, but it never hit 1 million. Don't tell me they were getting paid. Don't tell me these people were getting paid what they should have been paid. But anyway, yeah, Ruby Rose, for whatever reason, she's out. Don't blame her for being out, because that shit wasn't going to get her anywhere. I mean, I would suggest to her to get her acting a little tighter, because let's be real, she's the worst actress on that show. Everyone else is better than her. Like, everyone else has been in something better than her and given a better performance in something than her. I had a talk with Sam Littlefield today in the DMs on Twitter. Like, really nice guy, really gracious guy. There's no tea to be spilt, unfortunately. And I mean, not even if there was, I've been sworn to secrecy any fucking way. But yeah, like, he's a better actor than everyone's a better actor than her. The lead character Mr. Roboto, $2 super chat. Maybe it will turn out Ruby was the only positive. Like I said, I got a little theory, but I'm gonna keep it in my hat for a while. Sideburns. $2.99 super chat came from EFAP, Pine Tree Gang, Kick Halloween. Thank you, Sideburns. But here's my theory on the thing. I think maybe Ruby Rose, maybe the show was going to become a full-on woke, like ultra woke social justice warrior piece of shit, right? And then she started making suggestions like, hey, look, I don't think Batwoman would say that. I don't think I want to do that. I think this material's kind of fucked up. It's kind of bad. And then, you know, I guess she was dubbed as starting trouble on set and shit. And then when nearly her breaking her back happened, that was the final straw, and she was just like, fuck it. Fuck, I'm gone. Dante Inferno, $10 super chat. Which, in your opinion, is the most tolerable Arrowverse show? Arrow. Because that was the last one I actually fucking watched. Other than Supergirl and Batwoman. Because the other ones don't really look that good, to be honest. But Arrow was, like, when I first started it, I was like, okay, damn, this is pretty good. CW finally got a good show. And then I fell out of it because, I was watching so much other shit. Andre Antonio Gonzalez Caceres, $30 super chat. Ryan Wilder talks to plants plus uses drugs equals Alice 2.0. Don't tell me shit about the articles yet. I haven't read them yet. Don't say nothing in the chat. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Because I think the more antsy people get, the more they're gonna spill it before I'd get into anything. But anyway, now that all that shit, Ruby Rose leaving and all the rumors, whatever. Now they're talking about for season 2 completely replacing Kate Kane with a new fucking character. Which is the funniest shit. They're not even gonna fucking continue. Like, they won't even take the time to improve the character they have. And just getting a new actress. Like, ain't nobody gonna question shit. There's been plenty of recastings over the years. Like, in Roseanne, they recast, was it Becky's character? And after a while, nobody gave a shit. I mean, yeah, there's some bad recastings, like light-skinned Aunt Viv from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but that was because the character was lesser once they brought in the new chick. Like, they could make it work, but they don't want to do the work. So, there's that. But anyway, now they got this new character. And so let's find out what the fuck, what details there are about this. Okay, it says, this is Entertainment Weekly, by the way. Batwoman is replacing Ruby Rose's Kate Kane with a new character. Wow, that's some bullshit. I mean, insulted. I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe Ruby Rose is fucking happy to be gone. But at the same time, that's gotta be fucking insulting as hell. Like, I'm not out a fucking month. And y'all like, nah, we getting rid of this bitch. We done. We off Kate Kane. I mean, I get it. She's not likable. The character is awful. Like, there's no doubt about that. But at the same time, it's like, fuck. What am I gonna do? That was one of the primary sources of cringe on that show. What am I gonna do? Anyway. There won't be a new face under the cowl when Batwoman returns next year. There will be an entirely new character. EW has learned that Batwoman simply isn't going to recast Kate Kane, the role Ruby Rose left at the end of season 1. Instead, the CW drama is introducing a new character named Ryan Wilder. Yeah, okay, very gender ambiguous, Ryan Wilder, to take up Batwoman's mantle. According to a casting notice reposted on Reddit, which encourages LGBTQ performers to audition. Ryan Wilder is a female in her mid to late 20s and the complete opposite of Kate Kane. She's likable. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let's read all of that together. for the optimum hilarity. Ryan Wilder is the complete opposite of Kate Kane. She's likable. They knew this whole fucking time. Either that, or they're just going along with what the haters have to say, and because their ratings are tanking for a reason. You can't just blame it on a bunch of straight white men and homophobes. Especially one of the biggest haters of this fucking show is me. And you can't help when you look up Batwoman hate. When you look up Batwoman hate, you're gonna come across my fucking videos. It's gonna be EFAP, then me, then Thrice Unlimited, then fucking Az. Like, that's the fucking order it's gonna go in. I can guarantee fucking to you that. So they had to have known of our existence. They had to have known, like, all the bullet points that we've made about Kate being a fucking twat. They had to have known that. Because they make it known, like, the first quality they list is her being likable. Hilarious. Anyway, she's likable, messy, a little goofy, and untamed, reads the document. With no one in her life to keep her on track, Ryan spent years as a drug runner, dodging the GCPD and masking her pain with bad habits. Today, reformed and sober, Ryan lives in a van with her plants. Okay. A girl who would steal milk from an alley cat and could also kill you with her bare hands. And it says from an alley cat, not for an alley cat. Okay. Or maybe they got it wrong. Maybe it's a typo. I don't know. Ryan is the most dangerous type of fighter, highly skilled and wildly disciplined. An out lesbian, of course, because she can't be anything else. Even though there was a straight Batwoman at one point. I'm just saying. Dr. Cataclysm, $2 super chat. D. Dr. Cataclysm, $2 super chat. R. Okay. We'll get back to that later. Athletic, raw, passionate, fallible, and very much not your typical all-American hero. This sounds like the typical all-American hero, though. Like, we've had flawed heroes. These motherfuckers think we haven't had flawed heroes before? Dr. Cataclysm, $2 super chat. A. So, DRA. Okay. C. Alright, I'm gonna do the fuck. I'm sorry about that. Like, there's fucking firecrackers going off outside my goddamn window. Anyway, I'm gonna get the damn Dracula review done, niggas. Damn! There's so much shit. You have no idea how much shit I have to do. I got this. I still have the dramatic reading of Gotham High with the EFAT boys. I still gotta get that shit done. And while I'm getting that done, I gotta write the rest of the Dracula review. So, yeah. I can't believe this shit. How are you doing this fast? You fuck. Hang on a second, damn it. How are you doing this quickly? I swear to fucking God. I think I'm gonna screen cap this. This is funny. This type of effort and money deserves some recognition. So hang on, guys. I'm gonna screen cap all this shit. But I'm like, come on, nigga, give me a break. I got so much shit to do, and reviews take time. When it comes to all that editing, ooh, it takes time. And getting my thoughts out clearly. It takes so much time. Dracula review. Okay, shit. Yeah, hold up, guys. Hold up. I just want to document this momentous occasion. Dracula review. Do 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 do. It went out. God damn it. Oh wait, it reconnected. Never mind. Oh, Dracula. Oh god, it's still going. Okay, we're back, guys, but I'm still screen capping his shit because I got freaked out for a minute because everything just dropped out. And don't worry, those you last 2 super chats, I will get to you. Damn it. Oh shit. I lost it! Oh wait. No, I didn't. Ugh. Okay, that's the last of it, and then I'm through. I don't know how much money you just spent, but that's a lot. $2 a letter. Okay. I gotta read these. When did they drop these super chats? Is it before or after? Okay, it might have been after. Hang on. Where y'all at? I'm gonna find them. Alright, here we go. Bombshell 938R, $10 super chat. Please review the Lucifer show. Yeah, who knows? I might do that one day. Because I do think it's kind of underrated. Mr. Roboto, $5 super chat. Will the new Batwoman who live in a van by the river also steal Bruce's property, be super gay, and a paragon of courage? No, because they said she was going to be likable. Oh, damn, they just blowing off. This is a fine day to do a stream. They're blowing off fucking explosives outside. Dante Inferno, $5 super chat. By the way, off topic, but what's your opinion on the Marvel Netflix originals? I think Punisher is the best. Oh, I think Daredevil's the best, to be honest. And I love the Punisher, but like they, I don't know. They could do a better job and focus more on the street crime and make it more of like a, I don't want to say a procedural because that's kind of a dirty word when it comes to television. Because people think, when they hear procedural, they think stale and boring. But I mean, like, have him focus, like, he does a different, like, mission and shit every episode, but it's all centered around this one central plot line. Like, if he was if it was like this, I don't know anything about the Slavers plot line, but I've heard about it. But, like, maybe he's just taking down, like, pedophiles and shit, and he's finding like underage prostitution shit, and it leads him to something bigger. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. I want to see him interact with different types of people, different types of criminals. I want to have like deep moral discussions and lessons, not the same fucking moral lesson for the whole season. I can't stand that shit. I want it to be better. Is what I'm saying. Because Daredevil is still better than Punisher. Punisher is takes a second, but yeah, it could have actually been better than Daredevil if you think about it. Dante Inferno, $5 super. Oh wait, I already read that one. And thank you for the super chat, by the way. His Hap 777, £5 super chat. So Hush aged well then. Not gonna be a cousin there for fake Bruce to take advantage of. Farewell, Hush. You won't be missed. Yeah, I don't know how. There's certain shit. Like, how are you gonna you ask how are you gonna fucking continue some of this shit without Kate Kane? Because without her, a lot of this shit won't work. But anyway, get back to this shit. Because what was I talking about? Right. How is this not your typical all-American hero? Someone like a recovering addict becoming a fucking superhero. Where doesn't that sound a little familiar? Like Iron Man, that is just because she's gay and spunky does not mean she's not an all-American hero, or that she can't be an all-American hero. Rangi, $20 super chat. Yes, a nice dose of cringe right after my work day. I have alcoholisms ready. Why can't they make female characters that earn their abilities or the responsibility of having them? Females aren't hard to write. Yeah, you just have to write them like normal people, but Hollywood's like, nah. They're like, nah. We're not gonna fuck that. We're off that. Writing them like real people. They gotta be superhuman and infallible despite their fucking flaws. Or nothing at all. Henna K17, £5 super chat. First time catching this live, but it's 3 a.m. We'll watch the re-upload later. Have an awesome stream. Fellow Ewoks, farewell and thank you for the super chats. Yeah, this will be up. Well, I don't really take it down and then upload it. They just like put it on unlisted until it's done processing. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be up in the morning. What the fuck? All right. Like, I can't stand it. They think certain qualities don't make you an all-American hero. Like overcoming addiction or being a lesbian. Or possibly being black. We will get to that too. That annoys the shit out of me. Just because it's not as common doesn't make it not all American. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to focus on some of her qualities that they listed here. She could kill you with her bare hands. Kate did that a couple times. She could kill you with her bare hands. That's not special when you got a bony chick like Rose. You got a bony chick like Ruby Rose choking out a fucking full-grown dude with her little skeleton hands. Like, that's not special. Unless you're going to actually show that this chick has skills that she has acquired with training. I don't give a shit. But anyway, she's a drug runner. Yeah, she was a drug runner, and then she's living in a van. She's an out lesbian. Like, yeah, don't do anything different because like I said, because like I said before, my hunch was that Ruby Rose may have kept the show from being the social justice warrior mess that it could have been. Like, yeah, it's still a mess, and it still has some justice warrior tisms. I mean, look at episode 10. Like, yeah, it definitely had those problems. But I think maybe she kind of kept it from being that. And maybe that contributed to her being ousted from the show. Because maybe they want to do it right this time and go their own way with it. Because God forbid the lead character have any say in the character they're playing. Now, that's just a hunch. It's just a hunch. But if it suddenly becomes a way more SJW than it was before, we gonna know why. We're gonna know why. Anyway, let's continue reading. While the show's decision to move on to a new character instead of recasting Kate Kane, Jesus Christ. My eyes always get funny when I'm streaming. I have no idea why. These just start watering. Oh, anyway. Dr. Martin Luther Pepe, 50 sec. Something given has no value. By giving characters powers and abilities without them earning it, just makes them boring and often annoying. Yes. 100 fucking %. Oh, God. My eyes are always watering. It's always this one. What the fuck? Jack Elder, $7.99 super chat. Greetings from down here in Australia. I think they need some Crocodile Dundee in this show. The right kind of cringe. He was awesome. He wasn't cringe. He had a quirky thing about him. But while the show's decision to move on to a new character instead of recasting Kate Kane is surprising, though not as shocking, Rose's departure, it's far from the worst case scenario, is it? Especially because it reflects one of the fundamental aspects of DC Comics mythology: legacy. Legacy? What fucking legacy? We were already running off Bruce Wayne's legacy. And now we're running off the legacy of the bitch who was cribbing off the other legacy, who ain't even got her own legacy. The fuck you talking about? In the pages of DC Comics, heroic mantles are often passed between multiple people because what the bat symbol or Superman's logo symbolizes is usually more important than the actual people underneath the mask. Oh, really? We're doing that. Wolfsbane 00. I just love the fact that they wasted a magnificent character like Hush, who is Batman's equal in investigation and cleverness, and one of the most complicated, seeing as he was Bruce's best friend. Yeah. Dr. Cataclysm? Oh my god, stop it! Dracula when? Look, man, let's get through the stream first. Oh, jeez. You see this in the Bat family, the Flash family, and even with Wonder Woman. For example, Dick Grayson became Batman when Bruce Wayne disappeared after Final Crisis, and Wally West graduated from Kid Flash to The Flash after Barry Allen's apparent death in Crisis on Infinite Earths. In fact, Batwoman already tapped into this season 1 when Kate returned to Gotham and threw on Batman's suit in Bruce Wayne's absence. But it wasn't to uphold his mantle. It had nothing to do with that. She did it for selfish reasons. So that does not work here. Mr. Roboto, $2 super chat. She is out lesbian drug runner. I'd watch that. But yeah, this is CW shit, so it's not it's not going to be written well enough to be interesting. But yeah, they're acting like she took up his mantle as like a favor to him, or because, oh yeah, the city needs symbols. They need to be shaken out of apathy and blah, 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 blah. She did not do it because of that. She did it because girlfriend got kidnapped. And then she really wanted to know if Alice was her sister. And then after that, it's just been a cult. And after that, it was just a cauldron of fuck. She was just fighting crime because, whatever, I'm already in the fucking suit. That's not good. That's not a good hero origin story. Get the fuck out of here. That is not a legacy that you want to follow. Anyway, that being said, Ryan's introduction does raise a big question. What does this mean for Alice, Rachel Scarston? Okay, Rachel Scarston. Batwoman's entire first season was built around Kate's sometimes adversarial relationship with her villainous twin sister Alice, Rachel Scarston. So it'll be interesting to see how the show not only moves past that, but also deals with Ryan's dynamic with Alice. Why the fuck would we care about Ryan's dynamic with Alice? The only reason why anyone cared about Alice's dynamic with Kate Kane, I already forgot her name. With Kate Kane is because they were sisters. And that was it. There was no real connection between those two. And there was no real there wasn't any real like chemistry between them either. It was like, oh, they're sisters. That's it. I'm wacky, she's wacky, and I'm the straight man, and like, they were running on that. They were running on fumes. Phantom of the Night, $4.99 super chat. Speaking of legacy, what are your thoughts on Miles Morales, the character in Spider-Verse, and the newly announced PS5 game? I know nothing about that shit. I don't know shit about a gaming system I can't afford. But, whatever, it's all good. Shelly MD, $5 super chat. Yeah, the passing of the symbol would work if they didn't spend an entire episode calling Kate wasn't the chosen one, paragon of courage. It's kind of mangled, that sentence, but thank you for the super chat. I don't understand what you're saying, though. Oh, they just blew it. They blew it. Like you had something good in your hands. Like you could have done an original take on the Bat universe, but you didn't. You fucked it. Wolfspade 00, $2 super chat. Which would you rather watch, Riverdale or Batwoman? Like watch again? Because I've already seen Batwoman, but I'd rather watch Riverdale because that'd be like fresh cringe for me to watch. Because I've seen some clips and it looks beautiful. Who knows? I might dip into that one of these days. Hang on, be right back. I need tissue, like, really badly. Oh, fuck. Oh, Christ. Jesus Christ. Timothy Swindell. Timothy Swindle. It's a very untrustworthy name. I don't know about you, JL, but with all this white guilt lately, I'm feeling powerful. That celebrity groveling the other day was sublime. Just kidding. Love your work. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this is not, like, Kate Kane's legacy is not one you should be building off of with another character. Like, you fucking serious? They just asking for this show to fail. I don't know why. Like, it's like some kind of masochistic self-sabotage. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. Lisa Shell, 9002, $6 super chat. She is nepotism and tokenism covered in flesh. Oh, and thank you for the super chat, but this whole fucking shit. Like, it's like they want this show to fail. I don't know. It's all fucked. Anyway. It's worth noting that Batwoman showrunner Caroline Dries did say she was looking forward to exploring Alice's relationship. Or like, okay, I already read this shit. Oh, no, wait, no, I didn't. Did she was looking forward to exploring Alice's relationship, or lack thereof, with Kate's stepsister Mary. That's all they got. That's all they fucking got. Oh, what about Ching Chong's stepsister? What about that? What about that? Can that work? Like, no. How was that gonna fucking work? One minor character with a slightly less minor character. Like, what the fuck? Shelby MD, $2 super chat. What's the character with the most wasted potential? Yeah, I would say Luke, but he's not like even the lead character. I think it's a tie between Luke and Batwoman. Leia Milne, I think. Please forgive me for butchering that. £5 super chat. I usually watch your streams later on while I'm doing my college work. I don't know why, but they help me concentrate. Love your videos, by the way. Thank you. And get them grades, girl. Oh, God. This show is going to be the death of somebody. Oh, Dr. Cataclysm with his $2 super chat and his same bullshit. I mean, I appreciate the money. And it's all cordial here. It's all jovial here. But still, come on, bruh. I would say the thing that we have not done this season is we definitely set up this triangle of sisters with Alice, Kate, and Mary. And I think there's a journey to be had between Alice and Mary. No, there fucking isn't. Dries told EW during an interview conducted before Rose's exit, was made public. Yeah, that was a hint that shit was done. Matthew Lee, $5 super chat. Let's do a petition to make Batwing the new front runner. Villain Red Hood, sidekick Kite Man, donate to J Longbone to sign this petition. I don't know though, because I don't want any more actors. I'd rather the show be fucking canceled, to be honest. I don't want any other actors to be ruined by this shit. Ruby Rose got out. I suggest any other motherfucker. And Sam Littlefield got out. I suggest any other actor on that show with a chance at a career to get the fuck out. Anyway, there's a huge elephant in the room that she killed her mom, and Mary, in my opinion, has never had proper closure around that. Yeah, of course, because y'all were too fucking lazy to write it. That's why there was no proper fucking closure. Because every time she had a chance to fucking kill the bitch or put her away, she didn't take it because you still wanted to pimp out that daughter, like that fucking sister relationship bullshit. We just can't. And plus, Rachel Skarsten, I keep fucking forgetting that. Rachel Skarsten was like one of your own, like was a fan favorite, so you weren't gonna get rid of her. That's why, like, don't fucking front. Like, it was just, oh well, the other stuff was just so compelling, we just didn't get to the other thing. Get the fuck out of here. Hopefully there's somewhere to go with that doesn't necessarily end in forgiveness, but it creates really juicy tension when they're together in the room. No shit! Really? Tension between the chick whose mother got murdered and the murderer? Why would there be tension between these two? Such tension between the... They don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're clueless. Holy shit. Lisa Shell, 9002, $4 super chat. FYI, your Batwoman reactions were pure gold. Thank you. I really appreciate that because I'm just like, half the time I'm just like blindly yelling at the screen, watching that garbage. But it's been a fun few months. How many months I've been fucking since last October? October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 8 months. Almost a year. Almost. Yeah, it's been a spectacular 8 months doing this craptacular show. Dr. Cataclysm, $5 super chat. How's it going? I'm doing great, as long as you don't remind me that the Dracula review still isn't done. And thank you for the super chat. Oh, this news arrives almost exactly 2 weeks after it was announced. A specific reason for Rose's departure wasn't given. I have made the very difficult decision to not return to Batwoman next season, Rose said in her statement. This was not a decision I made lightly, as I have the utmost respect for the cast, crew, and everyone involved with the show in both Vancouver and in Los Angeles and Chicago. Don't forget that. Because y'all film perspective shots in Chicago. Don't forget that. Some shots are clearly made in Chicago. I don't know why they try so hard to not cover it up, but like they don't mention that. Ever since this news came out, they don't fucking mention that they film in Chicago. I don't know why. Very odd. Automata, $20 super chat. Hey, look, the super chat button is back. What I want to see is a spin-off comic of Kate Kane patrolling the chats. It's Batwoman. That's exactly where that bitch belongs. This Kate Kane, not the comic book Kate Kane. The Inner Science, $1 super chat. Thank you. Far Out Memes, $1.99 super chat. Oh no, the show will never recover. Ruby Rose, come back. This was not... I am beyond appreciative to Greg Berlanti, Sarah Schechter, Schechter, and Caroline Dries for not only giving me this incredible opportunity, but welcoming me into the DC universe they have so beautifully created. Whatever. Thank you, Peter Roth and Mark Pedowitz. Ooh, that's not a good name. You need to change that name. That's not a good name at all. Wolfsbane, $5 super chat. It's odd how black men are always sidekicks in these media productions for generic white women when they often are the most interesting characters. Yep, true that. That's why I'd rather the show just be fucking canceled. Because if you make, it doesn't matter if you make Luke Batwing and give him his own show. And give him an actual fucking character. The bad writing is still going to be there. It's still going to be terribly written. It's still CW. So, you know. Like, I don't want these actors wasted is my point. And the teams and the teams in Warner Brothers and the CW who put so much into the show and always believed in me. Thank you to everyone who made the season, who made season 1 a success. I am truly grateful. Blood out. In a joint statement at the time of the announcement, the CW, Warner Brothers TV, and Berlanti Productions reaffirmed their commitment to casting an actress who identifies as LGBTQ in the part. Warner Brothers Television, the CW, wish her all the best. Blah, blah, blah. Let's power through this because it's getting lengthy for no reason. Like, bitch gone, we get another bitch. End of story. Egbert's Incarguez. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I'm so fucking sorry. 99 PHP with a little doggy. Thank you. The Inner Science, $2 super chat. Thanks for making that disappointing crap digestible. You're very welcome. Along with the show's talented creative team, look forward to coming months, whatever. A week later, Rose followed up her initial statement with a cryptic post on Instagram. Thank you, everyone, for coming on this journey, she wrote. It wasn't an easy decision, but those who know, I didn't want to acknowledge those who know. The fuck? I didn't want to acknowledge everyone involved and how big this was for TV and for our community. I've stayed silent because that's my choice for now. But no, I adore you all. I'm sure next season will be amazing. Hangs up Calicape. Alright, whatever. But yeah, they're replacing her with some van-dwelling bitch with a plant. And season 2, it's going to be a fucking mess because she's not coming back. I don't know if she's coming back to film any extra episodes. Like, oh yeah, film some episodes so we can fucking explain your departure. If she ain't even coming back for that, ooh. That's bad. Like, yeah, season 2 is going to be a fucking mess. It's going to be trash upon trash. And I hope my theory is correct. That the show is going to get even more social justice warrior and even more cringe with Ruby Rose leaving. Because not only will that be fun to give you guys more reactions, but it's more money in my pocket. Far out memes, 199 super chat. Replace her with Kristen Stewart and it'd be the same. Yeah. Kristen Stewart's gone down the road of social justice warrior anyway. Oh God. But yeah, that's Ryan who lives in a van. And then we got another article where actually, it's not the article excuse me, that I'm interested in. It's the fucking title. Batwoman showrunner on Kate Kane's fate after recasting will never erase her. And it reminds me of that fucking line from episode 7 where Sophie said, like, you can take down every plaque, but you can never erase her. If y'all remember, that was the hardest I'd ever fucking laughed. That monologue was fucking brilliant. And they actually fucking repurposed that line, like, we'll never erase her. I don't think that was an accident. I mean, Caroline Dries is the showrunner. She has to approve the writing. So, like, I can't help but think that she repurposed that line for, like, a cheesy blurb in an article. I mean, okay, but we're going to read this anyway, because there are some details that I do find kind of funny. The CW's Batwoman will feature, that's a little too, yeah, it's, zoom in a little bit. Okay, back. Oh God. Oh God damn it. I accidentally clicked something. Oh, we'll never erase her. So if you guys remember my episode 7 reaction, look back at it. And that line where where she says, "You can never erase her." It's fucking hilarious. If you guys can't see it, I'm real sorry because I can't zoom in without it changing perspective. Ugh. Hang on. Scott Ski 02 $2 super chat. She's your daughter. Oh Jesus. Oh. Okay, the CW's Batwoman will feature a new lead character currently referred to as Ryan Wilder, who will succeed Kate Kane following the recent exit of star Ruby Rose. The news has triggered speculation how Kate Kane will be written off, including a rumor that she's been killed off, which has been getting traction online, which would make more sense. If they do the same shit that they did with Bruce Wayne, oh, we're not going to kill her. We're just going to say she's in like some kind of she's exiled herself in a fucking hut in Guatemala. I'm going to be so angry. Like, you did this shit again? You already did it with Bruce Wayne! Jesus Christ. Batwoman creator, executive producer, showrunner Caroline Dries today took to Twitter to dispel the rumor, affirming the show's commitment to honoring Kate Kane and a tease season 3 mystery involving her fates. Didn't it mean season 2? Because that season 3 is kind of late for that. As a lesbian who's been working as a writer for the past 15 years, I'm well aware of the bury your gays trope. What? Look, if y'all are new to my channel and you haven't looked through all my videos, go way back through my commentary channel videos. And I did a little video on bury your gays, and it's just so fucking ridiculous how people take this shit seriously. Like, it's basically, oh, gay people die. They shouldn't be dying. Like, gay people die like straight people in media. That shouldn't happen. Because it makes me feel icky. That's basically it. That's basically fucking it. Shelby MD, $5 super chat. Favorite scene? Mine is her getting hit by the truck or any where they copy the Dark Knight trilogy. Fuck. I'd have to say the truck too. Or like actually that was a van. Yeah, her getting hit by the van. Cause like I said in that reaction, that was just cathartic. Like, yeah, bitch. And she finally kind of got what was coming to her. It was great. Anyway. But yeah, the bury your gays thing, I thought we stopped talking about that shit. That shit is old. The bury your gays trope. That's what happens when you try to attract the wokes to your television show. Because then they start demanding shit and bringing up shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And then you get this, like, oh, I'm very well aware of the bury your gays trope, and I have no interest in participating in it. Dries wrote to fans, that is why it's important to me as the showrunner to clarify any misinformation out there about Kate Kane and recasting Batwoman. Like you, I love Kate Kane, right? She's the reason I wanted to do the show. Bullshit. Then why the fuck would you make her the most unlikable bitch on the face of the earth? Because keep in mind that description, they said, oh, Ryan Wilder is nothing like Kate Kane. She's likable. That was their fucking words for Ryan Wilder, which means they acknowledge that Kate Kane is not likable at all. So so you love the character so much, but you made her so fucking unlikable that as soon as the actress leaves, you can't even salvage the bitch. You gotta create a new bitch. So don't give me that shit. Don't lie like that. We'll never erase her. In fact, her disappearance will be one of the mysteries of season 2. Oh, get the fuck out! They're redoing the Bruce Wayne thing. Why? Why would you do that? It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be garbage. How are you gonna explain how she left? Well, it's gonna be a mystery. Okay, but then you're going to get Ruby Rose back, right? Eventually, to do something with that. You can't just say, "Oh, she gone." She gone. Like, everyone keeps leaving Luke. Sooner or later, he's gonna have some kind of, like, abandonment complex. Like, Bruce left, now this bitch left. What am I doing wrong? He's gonna be left in that same. He's gonna be left with that same taser he had in season 1. All I do is lock the doors and, like, keep the lights on. I'm not really that special, and we repeat the same tropes with this new bitch. Wary Statue 33, $5 super chat. I don't bury my gays. I let them take flight off a roof. Thank you. Rebecca Owings, $2 super chat. Was Gotham High better or worse than Batman? Batwoman. I'd have to say Batwoman is worse. To be perfectly honest, I don't want to give away any of our surprises, but to all our devoted fans, please know that the LGBTQ justice. That LGBTQ justice is at the very core of what Batwoman is, and we have no intention of abandoning it. Oh boy! So I think the show is gonna be even more social justice warrior cringe than it was before, in my opinion. From what I'm hearing, it is unclear whether Ryan is a newly created character or a code name for an existing DC character. In a conversation with Julie Plec, streamed by the ATX TV Festival over the weekend, Dries indicated that it may be a new creation. We know it's gonna be a new creation. Y'all can't fuck up any more characters. You're gonna lose all you're gonna have is the fucking fumes for fans you got now. They want to gain more, but I bet you they're gonna push the social justice warrior shit even harder, and they're not gonna fucking pay attention. And they're just gonna say, like, fuck it. The few fans we have now is enough, even though it's not. After a while, these actors are gonna, like, really not appreciate getting paid. They're really not gonna appreciate not getting paid. Carissa Vermillion, $1.99 super chat. Every time I hear about Gotham High, I hear Selena. Yeah, I can't wait to fucking edit that damn thing, because it's just been sitting around on my computer while I've been doing other shit, and it's just so fucking funny. Me, Mauler, Rags, and Metal Commander going back and forth with these fucking characters. It's gonna be hilarious, y'all. I think it's gonna be in 2 parts too, because it's just so, like, each section I recorded is like 2.5 hours each, or 2 hours each. So yeah, it's gonna be some long shit. So it might be two parts. But anyway, getting back to this. I'm inventing a whole new character who in her past was inspired by Batwoman. How? Inspired how? So she will take actually, it makes sense that a crackhead would be inspired by Batwoman, but whatever. So she will take on the mantle and is completely maybe not the right person at the time to be doing it. So that's what makes it fun. No! We've been through this shit! Kate Kane was also not the right person to be doing it at the time. So now we're just repeating the same shit because these motherfuckers are so creatively bankrupt. So different character, same old bullshit. Dries also discussed why the show's team opted to go with a new character versus a straight recasting of Kate Kane. Ryan is younger than Kate, and season 2 will chronicle how she becomes Batwoman. Oh, so you're gonna chronicle how? Oh, so you finally give a shit about character development now? Fuck out of here. Anyway, that's over. But now here comes the real shit. Not only are they recasting the character within some new bitch, the chick is now gonna be a black woman. So I think a few people fucking predicted this accurately. Oh, Dean approved $10 super chat. Batwoman. I don't give a feel. I know, and thank you for that super chat. Oh wait, hang on a second, guys. Oh shit. Why do I get so stuffy during these goddamn streams? Shit. Okay. Oh, drizzle. Okay, hang on a sec. All right. So not only, like I said, are we getting a new character? Ryan, what the fuck is his name again? Ryan. It's gonna be a black chick, and it's gonna be the chick, one of the actors from fucking Riverdale. Great, guys. Great. Not only are you repeating the same shit, like the same bullshit, you're staying within house. Because let's be real. The only reason why they're picking her is because they know they're not going to get anyone better than Ruby Rose. I'm not saying Ruby Rose was this great actress, but she had a career. You know, she was in that third Triple X. What was the fourth Triple X movie? No, she was in that third Triple X movie. She was in a lot of Hollywood shit. John Wick. And she was the only one with that status, dumb enough to be in the fucking CW show, which was a step downward. She was the only one dumb enough to fucking downgrade her career to be in the show. They can't get anyone better. So now they got to harvest from one of their other dumbass shows, like Riverdale, and get their new Batwoman from that. That's the only reason why she's possibly being hired. That's the only fucking reason. Areli Mendoza, $5 super chat. Do you have any advice on how to create a character with a tragic backstory, or recommend any good tragic backstory characters? Oh God, writing a tragic backstory. I don't know. I'm not good at writing. Like I'm only good at writing when I'm writing. Like I'm only not even good. Like I don't know. I only feel competent at writing when I'm writing. I can't give you any fucking advice right now about tragic characters, but like good tragic characters would be like Arthur Fleck from that new Joker movie, and what else? There's some other ones, but it's like, oh, my mind isn't on this shit. Oh, Julian Gonzalez, 199 super chat. Thoughts on Arrowverse stars getting canceled? Yeah, it's bullshit. Like, what the fuck? Like, anyone being canceled for past tweets and shit, like, it's fucking stupid. And they do this to blue collar workers now. They used to do that shit to blue collar workers. Like, if you said something fucking untoward on Facebook and one of your employees found it, being fucking nosy, and reported you could get fired for that shit. I don't agree with it in any fucking context or it happening to anybody of any social class. Like, fucking stop that shit. He said something racist when he was basically a fucking child. When no one knew who the fuck he was. Somehow this hurts us now. Get the fuck out of here. That fake bullshit. But anyway, yeah, that's the only reason why this chick is even being considered. Is because she's already in-house. She's in family. She's the only one dumb enough to do some shit like this. Because let's be real. Riverdale is still a step up from Batwoman. I'm gonna be real. Riverdale, like, as bad as it is, it's still a fucking step up from Batwoman. There's still actors from that show who have created a career from Riverdale. At least they got ratings. You know what I'm saying? Batwoman ain't got no ratings. It's not a fun show to watch if you have a low tolerance for cringe. Like, I watch it because I can find, like the happiness in this show. When people rip on Riverdale, it's like you could, even the fans watch it ironically at this point. They make the little funny little edits and shit on YouTube. I've watched a few of them, and they're actually pretty damn funny because the show is just, it's garbage water. But like, they have a following. Even the people who hate it. There's only like a few people who hate Batwoman who's watching it. And like, I can name them on one hand. And one of them is fucking me. But anyway, yeah. And this Riverdale bitch is being hired, so let's find out about this. The Cinema Spot has exclusively learned that Riverdale actress Vanessa Morgan is being eyed to play Ryan Wilder on the Batwoman television show. And keep in mind, the character is supposed to be like a live wire type chick, like a free spirit, and her last name was fucking Wilder. Can't even be original. This was unoriginal shit. In a bizarre move, it was announced last month that Batwoman lead actress Ruby Rose has decided to leave the series ahead of its already announced second season. A few weeks after the initial announcement, a casting call for a character with the name Ryan Wilder was found on Reddit, which has since been confirmed by showrunner Caroline Dries, stated at the ATX television festival that they are creating a new character instead of recasting Kate. Oh shit, alright, let's read the super chat. Dean approved, $5 super chat. I might not care for Batwoman, but your reviews of it always give me a good laugh. Thank you for putting your sanity on the line for us. You're welcome, and thank you for that super chat. Dr. Cataclysm, $2 super chat. Key question, is Ryan Wilder gay enough? We'll soon find out. RJ, $5 super chat. Huh. They got a black, but is she a lesbian though? The Twitter mob needs to check the check boxes marked. Well, she plays a gay on Riverdale, so I don't know. She's already got an established fan base. I don't know if she's gay or not in real life, but she got like a lesbian fan base, so. Another reason why they're hiring her. Okay. Let's read. We're going to skip the fucking quote because we already read what that fucking shit. We already basically got a flavor of that in the last article. This idea has caused a lot of backlash amongst fans, with some fans stating they will not be watching Batwoman's second season if Kate Kane is replaced. Unfortunately for the fans, it seems like Batwoman is moving forward with the Ryan Wilder character. Thus, the CW wants actress Vanessa Morgan for the role. Yeah, oh yeah, y'all ain't watching? We're gonna get a darkie, and you have to watch because of your liberal guilt. That was none but some fucking, that was nothing. It was some Machiavellian bullshit. She's black, you gotta watch. Earlier this week, Vanessa Morgan called out the popular young adult series Riverdale for sidelining black characters, stating, tired of how black people are portrayed in media, tired of us being portrayed as thugs, dangerous, or angry, scary people. What? Because it seems like to me from what I've seen of that show, it's mostly white people being portrayed as serial killers, potential serial killers, scary people, rapists, shit like that. And because I can only think of two or three black characters from that goddamn show. Like the football player, her. Oh yeah, and the Pussycat Dolls. I don't know. I think that's bullshit. I think that's total bullshit. I think it's one of those things. She just has to say something because of the current political climate. She just has to come out her mouth with some shit. Tired of us always being used as a sidekick, non-dimensional characters to our white leads. That ain't happening to females, girl. That's happening to dudes, but whatever. You were part of a really big ship on that show. A really big pairing. Like, now, you may have been shortchanged, but that's because that show is poorly written, period. Nobody's got good material on that show. From what I've seen, no one is fleshed out on that show. Nobody. Everyone's cringe. Everyone's cringe. Nobody has a meaty storyline. Like the fact that you're the fact that you think you're being singled out is fucking ridiculous. I'm a side character. I shouldn't be a side character. So you choose match, you ain't getting a big check. That's what that is. How come I'm a side character? Then be on a fucking show where you're not a side character. Oh wait, you are. So she'll work for the Riverdale showrunners for the longest time and collect those checks, not say a goddamn thing until a new career proposition comes along. Now all of a sudden they racist, they're this and this and that. But you were collecting the checks before and you weren't saying shit. Like you could tell the stars didn't like being on the show, but it was mostly the white actors who expressed this dislike for the show. Because even they know that it's garbage. All y'all are suffering on their show. It's not just you. Or only used in the ads for diversity, but not actually in the show. Okay. Morgan is currently the only black lead on the hit CW show. Riverdale creator Roberto replied with the following. Why the fuck would you want to be a lead on this show? On Riverdale? You got a following, but it's like, people bitch about being on that show all the fucking time. Like, there was a video of all the lead actors, like, literally cringing over their own writing on the show. Like, come on. Come on! But like I said, she collected that check with no issues. Not one fucking word, not one fucking complaint. And now all of a sudden everybody's fucking racist. Get the fuck out of here. We hear Vanessa. We love Vanessa. She's right. We're sorry. And we make the same promise that we did to her. We will do better to honor her and the character. See, I think a lot of this shit is that these actresses don't want to look money hungry. They don't want to look bad for leaving a show. So they come out and say, oh, the show, they're sexist. They give me such sexist stuff. And it's so racist. I'm being a side character for this white girl. Well, yeah, you're like the straight man to, what was it, that Blossom bitch? That Blossom bitch is insane. And you're like the straight man to all her bullshit. It's not unfair at all. It's just the way that is. But at the same time, it's not good writing. Like, none of the characters have good material at all. I don't know why the fuck you crying about this shit. We will do better to honor her and the character she plays, as well as our actors and characters of color. Change is happening. Change, and we will continue and will continue to happen. Riverdale will get bigger, not smaller. Riverdale will be part of the movement, not outside of it. Yeah, it's just celebrities talking out of their ass because of the current social climate. It's just so hinky right now. Yeah, I gotta turn this on because it's killing my eyes. It was previously announced, spoiler alert, Riverdale is set to do a time jump heading into season 5. Therefore, it is likely that if Morgan gets the role of Ryan Wilder, her Riverdale character, Tony Topaz, will not be returning after the time jump. We've heard that alongside her audition, Vanessa Morgan will be doing a screen test. This screen test will presumably be done with other members of the main cast. This does not mean that other actresses cannot audition for the role, though. The CW wants an actress who is younger than 30 years old and gets Berlanti Productions and its culture. Yeah, it's culture for crap. What do you think of Ryan Wilder? Would you like to see Vanessa Morgan in the role? Not some bitch who keeps throwing around the race card every time her wallet gets light. And considering this is Batwoman, her wallet is always gonna be light. Get the fuck out of here. Like I said, it's just total horseshit. Whatever. Like, yeah, this talking out of your ass because of this current social climate. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some kind of deal. They had some kind of deal going on. Her and the studio. Like, let me just say you're racist. You're not gonna be canceled anyway. Just let me say you're racist and I can leave, whatever. But anyway, let's now get to... Oh, God, that video. If you haven't seen it yet, number one, I'm jealous. Number two, it's this video of these celebrities basically apologizing for the current social climate. Apologizing for police brutality and whatever the fuck else. They smelling their own farts, heads planted firmly up their asses, the same old deal. So we're gonna take a look at that. But thank God it's still here, because if it wasn't, I'd have to bring out my own. Hang on, bitch. All right, here we go. Now we gotta look at this. Oh, God. Is it too low? Let's see.
Responsibility.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me rewind it.
I take responsibility. I take.
Fucking Jesse Pinkman over here doing like the YouTuber apology thing. What the fuck? Hang on a sec. Okay. Wolfsbane 00 $5 super chat. Nickelodeon just announced SpongeBob is gay. I'm dying. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a damn about this shit. I'll watch it anyway. So, but anyway, he's doing the YouTuber apology hands, like pray hands in front of the face thing. I've made a severe lapse in my whiteness. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's why, yeah, all that white guilt. That's where he houses all his white guilt in that big ass forehead. That bulbous forehead got it's carrying the weight of the world's white guilt inside it. Anyway, let's go.
Take responsibility.
I take.
Oh, wait a minute. The fuck?
Take responsibility.
And the window looks fucking paused. What the hell happened? Okay, that's weird. It just froze up on me. Fuck. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Fuck. I'm gonna have to reload this page. Did it work? No, why is it frozen on that? That's weird. Hang on a sec, guys. There we go. I have no idea why that happened. Oh, God.
For everybody, I take responsibility.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep it like this because it does that. If I don't want it to do that again. Oh, God, but oh, Jesse Pinkman. Jesse! What are you doing?
Responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I also take lip fillers. What the fuck? Is that Kesha? Is that fucking Kesha? I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I take responsibility for every unchecked moment.
For every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Isn't it that bitch who cried over a fucking sloth or something? I still like laugh at, like, not legitimately. I didn't legitimately find it funny. I thought it was like weird that she was like desperately fucking crying. Like she's got brain problems. I'm still perplexed over that.
It was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Every not so funny joke.
Okay. Justin Theroux, for real? I think he wrote, did he write Tropic fucking Thunder? Jessica Isabel, $7.99 super chat. Why is Sarah Paulson in this video? She's dating a 77-year-old woman who's probably owned slaves. That's how old this chick is. Wow. Thank you, Jessica. That was hilarious. Thank you, and thank you for the super chat. Malaysia. I think that's how it's pronounced. Fuck. Morgan, $2 super chat. Oh God, and I thought white guilt was over dramatic. Skotsky, 02, $2 super chat. I take responsibility for ruining modern cinema. But didn't fucking Justin Theroux write or help write Tropic Thunder? He had some involvement in that movie. Hang on. Hang on. We gonna see. Hang on. I could have swore that motherfucker wrote that movie. Yep! There he is! There's his name right there! Let's zoom in on that shit. I knew that nigga wrote that shit. He's a comedy writer. Why the fuck are you saying this shit? There he is. There's his name. He helped write that shit with Ben Stiller. And I never see Ben Stiller in these fucking videos. Yep. He helped write right, Tropic Thunder. He over here apologizing for offensive jokes, for black jokes. This is the motherfucker who put Robert Downey Jr. in blackface. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it because I understand the context of the shit. But given the climate of Hollywood, people still trying to cancel him and RDJ over that shit. And you over here fucking, you're over here apologizing for jokes, for racial jokes. Get the fuck out of here.
Every unfair stereotype.
Every blatant injustice, no matter how
You're reading off a script. I see your eyes moving.
big or small.
Every time.
Oh, this nigga. This is Usual Suspects. This is the same motherfuckers you see on Twitter talking about the same shit. This is Just Imagine 2.0. Yeah, I know. I put it in the title. Yeah, Justin Throws a huge fucking hypocrite. Yeah, and this nigga, like, these are the same people you see on fucking Twitter talking shit, following everything Donald Trump fucking says, despite the fact, like you could just like not follow him and like ignore him, but like you don't. Like, it's just so annoying. It's so perplexingly hilarious. Excuse me.
Time I remained silent.
Every time I explained away police brutality.
You explained away police brutality? Like, why you tell... Hold on. Oh. Why are you telling on yourself like this? Bryce Dallas Howard? Oh. I don't think... Not Clint Howard. What's the other dude's name? The director. Well, fuck it. I don't think your father would approve of you explaining away police brutality. The chick from Jurassic World just be explaining away police brutality. Well, the niggers kind of deserved it. I mean, come on. They were walking around minding their own fucking business. We can't let them do that shit. Why would you just apologize? And I bet you she didn't even do what the fuck she's saying she's doing. She's saying she did. Just apologizing for nothing. Get the fuck out of here.
Or turned a blind eye.
Oh.
I take
So you saw a black dude get his ass whooped, and you turned a blind eye to it. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it.
responsibility.
Yeah, Julianne Moore is like the same old fucking people.
Black people are being slaughtered in the streets, killed.
In fact, actually, if you look up statistically, police brutality affects white people more than black people. So this, when you take that into account, this becomes even funnier. It becomes even fucking funnier. Anyway.
In their own homes. These are our brothers and sisters.
Our friends, our family.
I don't know who you are. Just like blonde white woman number 45.
We are done watching them die. We are no longer bystanders.
Like, didn't we go through this before with Charlottesville? Like, didn't we fix racism then? How many times are we gonna go through this? Oh, fuck. We had this shit healed the last riots. It was fixed. It was over. Right?
We will not be idle. Enough is enough.
I will no longer allow an
Oh, Stanley, no. You're supposed to be cool, bruh. You're supposed to be my Ace Boone. What are you doing?
unchecked moment. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes, stereotypes, no matter how big or small, to be.
I will not allow my bank account to be light. I'm making this video so I never run out of skull wax. I'm just saying.
Uttered in my presence.
Oh, God.
I will not turn a blind eye. Going for a jog should not.
Well, of course you won't turn a blind eye. You got those big ass glasses on. You can't. You're incapable. Those fucking. Oh. Shelby MD, $2 super chat. Pretty sure celebrities are the biggest bystanders. God. Oh, boy. Let's keep doing this.
Be a death sentence.
I better not see an actor other than Stanley Tucci. I better not see any more actors I like.
Sleeping,
please, for the love of God.
Your own home should not be a death sentence.
Playing video games with your nephew should not be a death sentence.
Shopping in a store should not be a death sentence.
He's so angry at his own incompetence as a comedy writer. I should never put RDJ in blackface. Dr. Cataclysm, $2 super chat. I swear he was blinking. SOS. Sub J, first time super chatting. A friend showed me your Batwoman vids months ago. Fuck. And you're now my favorite YouTuber. Roast these boast hoax. No, these boast. Oh my God. I have no idea what the fuck that says, to be honest. I'm sorry. Did I miss a fucking... No, I don't think I did. But thank you for the super chat and the well wishes. No. Oh, okay, forget it. The Boogie Boy, $5 super chat. Still can't believe Hartley Sawyer got fired from The Flash. I don't know what the fuck that is. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't believe people should be fucking canceled over saying shit on Twitter 10 years ago or like years ago. I don't give a shit who you are. Powerful Purpose, $10 super chat. Thank you very much. I don't believe that should be a fucking thing. In fact, I think Trump should put some fucking laws in order where you can't fire someone for saying shit on Twitter that wasn't a direct threat towards another employee. If it was a threat towards another employee, then fucking fine. Fire their asses. But if they were just saying like a racist joke or whatever, they have no prior history of being openly like racist towards anybody, then you have no fucking call to fire them.
Business as usual should not be life-threatening. I stand against hate.
I stand against hate.
I stand against hate.
I stand against my fucking bank account being light. I'm just doing this to pander so I can keep getting rolls. Because you notice most of these motherfuckers ain't working. Or they don't get work like they used to. So they got to keep... This is how they renew their SAG card. This is how they keep renewing it.
Stand against hate.
I will stand against hate in love. I will make my presence known.
And killer cops must be prosecuted. They are murderers.
I mean, judge, like, yeah, I could tell by the word killer, cops. Like, yeah, we know.
You can turn the tide. It is time to take responsibility. Call responsibility.
Fucking acting so bad. We need to turn the tide.
Step up and take action.
Y'all need to quit acting. This is so bad. Take action today at itakeresponsibility.org. I take responsibility. Oh, shit. Oh, Ice Cube's long disturbing history of anti-Semitism. Yeah, I think I'll skip that. Oh wait, someone made a parody of like the same video, like an all black parody. I gotta see that shit. Hang on. Well, let me read this. The Inner Science, $2 super chat. I stand against bait. Let's watch this shit. Let's see how good this is. Hang on. Let's click on this shit.
Can you see the book?
Should we do this in landscape or are we doing this in portrait? I take responsibility.
I too take Honey, can you turn the air fryer on?
The fuck is
Matter. Honey, can you turn the air fryer off? Black lives matter. I too take responsibility.
Murderers.
For every time it was easier to ignore.
Black lives. I take responsibility.
Who wrote this? I just got the script 2 hours ago.
Do you think it's gonna shout out Simba and Nala in the video?
I didn't have time to memorize it.
I'm shooting the Black Lives Matter thing.
I will no longer allow
Black Matters.
line.
Marshall Mathers. I take responsibility.
Shut the fucking toilet! Oh shit, that was good. Albatross flight, $2 super chat. This makes Gal Gadot's Imagine look tame. Yeah. At least they weren't apologizing for being white. Jesus Christ. And apologizing for shit they have nothing to do with. Anyway. Oh, fuck. I take responsibility. Ugh. Alright, what else we got on the docket? Alright. That, cancel culture isn't a thing video. Yay. I've been wanting to deal with this fucking video for a while. A long while. I was gonna do a dedicated video on it.
You can't
but
work in a sketch show, but like it's okay for what? He can work in a...
Fuck. Just even out. Shit. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to reload this page. Fuck. Or is it the internet acting up again? Come on. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. I'm right here. Come on. Okay, hang on a sec, guys. This fucking shit. I got a shoddy operation going on right here.
You can't work in a sketch show, but like it's okay for what?
Come on. Oh, God. I don't know, like, why this is so fucking slow all of a sudden. Oh, this is so annoying. Come on, the fuck? Okay, I think we have something. Yeah, I'm sorry for doing that. Sometimes it helps like the connection run a little smoother. I mean, it just helps shit run smoother in general. Come on, bitch. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I've been wanting to get into this video for a while, and it's just never. Either I was gonna make a dedicated video or I was gonna feature it on a stream, and it just never hit until right now, because there's a lot more cancel culture going on now. People are self-canceling and shit, and it's fucking bullshit. Of course, like either people are doing it as a gimmick, or people are getting canceled over bullshit. Just it's business as usual on Twitter and in Hollywood. But yeah, anyway, this is a video from Some More News. Yeah. And he's talking about how cancel culture isn't a real thing. So yeah, this is some big brained realness we're gonna get, clearly. Timotheus Timotheus. I'm just saying Timotheus. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Kazama, can you say Adrian Hart sucks and Big Boss is awesome, please? Adrian Hart sucks and Big Boss is awesome, please. There you go. All right, let's get to this. Yeah, so basically, cancel culture isn't a thing. And now we're going to listen to this guy say that, and then we're going to get into why cancel culture definitely 100% is a thing.
Breaking news that this is some more of. Professional guy you only just heard about, Shane Gillis, was recently canceled from Saturday Night Live over telling a few jokes. And what kind of liberal fascist 1984 dystopian future are we living in where a good, honest American is denied such a basic human right as being hired by a lukewarm late-night television show just because he pushed a few boundaries with his humor? Isn't that what humor is all about? Pushing boundaries with...
Yeah. Yes. Yes, nigga, that's a part of it. It doesn't like, why is that so fucking unreasonable, people? Oh, pushing boundaries. Why are you trying to make me fucking think? Why are you trying to say things that might be a little off color? Or like, that's not what fucking comedy is about. Fuck you.
Edgy, side-splitting jabs like...
Damn, Chinatown's fucking nuts.
It's crazy, dude.
It is full fucking China, dude. It's fucking Chinese down there.
I wonder how that started. They just built one f***ed up looking building and people were like, all right, no one said anything.
Let
Let's
the fucking chicks live there, huh?
This just in.
Okay, that was like I think I've probably said this before on Twitter or whatever, but I'm going to straight up defend Shane McGillis right now that he was clearly emulating like racist people, like people from an era like when Chinese people like first got to America, I guess, and then they made Chinatown and shit. Like clearly he was speaking as another person who is racist. He wasn't saying, oh yeah, well, they're just chinks. He was clearly speaking as a racist person. It's like when I say, when I speak in another as another person, I say, oh, these niggers, like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? I'm not saying, oh, black people are just niggers. No, I'm speaking as a fucking racist person who would think that way. Like what I said before about, what's her name? Like Bryce Dallas Howard. When I said, oh, what do you expect? These niggers are just walking around. Because apparently she defends police brutality or whatever. I was speaking as her, like, or as a hypothetical racist version of Bryce Dallas Howard. And he was speaking as a hypothetical fucking racist person who would like places random Asian people somewhere in America and like just give them their own fucking Chinatown, like whatever. But that's the fucking joke. He's speaking as a racist person. He's expressing like someone else's racism. How the fuck do you not get this? How the fuck are we in 2019? Well, this happened in 2019, but how are we in 2019, 2020, and we still don't fucking get that? Anyway, let's continue.
Ha 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 ha. What a joke he just told. What with the whole setup of the joke and the punchline of that joke clearly formatted like a joke, as opposed to a guy just saying offhand racial slurs.
He just saying offhand racial slurs. So the slurs would bother you and not the fucking joke. Yeah, Chinatown's kind of fucked up now. The joke was that Chinatown's kind of fucked up, and they just built one fucked up building and built other shit around it. And like some like hypothetical racist white people like, oh yeah, let the chinks live there in the shitty part of town. That's the fucking joke. And Chinatown's kind of fucked up. So they were clearly displaced by the racist system that threw them there. I don't see a fucking problem with that. Now it's like, it's not the smartest fucking joke, but it's still a joke, and you should still be able to fucking get it. You gotta be slow as hell. But like I said, it's just about the slurs. It's not, and him being a white dude. It's got nothing to do with the actual joke. It's the slurs that fucking perturbed Saddam Hussein's fucking cousin over here.
This is what jokes are. Let's hear another joke.
Every fucking joke is like, oh, punchline, setup, knock knock, who's there? They're not always structured like that. You know that, right?
It's funny too, because that's more annoying than any other minority playing music at a restaurant, loud on their phone.
Do you think an Asian
trying to learn English bothers me more than someone listening to like Lil Uzi Vert while I'm trying to eat fucking dinner?
That's hilarious.
Yes, that's hilarious. What a hilarious joke.
I'm trying to learn playing music. It's funny too, because that's more annoying than any other minority playing music at a restaurant,
You-
loud on their phone.
Do you think an Asian
trying to learn English bothers me more than someone listening to like Lil Uzi Vert while I'm trying to eat fucking dinner?
That's hilarious.
Yes, that's hilarious. What a
I love how that's completely out of fucking context. Like, clearly he was following up something else with that. That was hilarious. You shouldn't talk about...
hilarious
Oh, God.
joke where you were bothered by Asian people trying to learn English. Another hilarious...
Like I said, no fucking context. You didn't see what the fuck preceded that. We didn't see what preceded that. Oh, God. But, you know, he's supposed to be like a parody news outlet. So I'm guessing he's parodying, like, incompetent news outlets. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here.
jokes, like calling people f***s and stuff. Now,
Uses slurs, calls peers white faggot comics. Thought you'd be cool with that. He's saying it to white people.
in Shane's defense, his offer to apologize, if any...
But like I said, it's a white dude saying slurs. It has nothing to do with actual jokes. It's about the slurs being said. I'm not saying it's right to just point out that just condemn him for saying slurs without any context, because it isn't. But I'm just saying that's what this person is really perturbed by, the slurs.
anyone wants him to, does mention that he's been mostly bad at comedy for the last 10 years. But honestly, we're not here to on this specific guy.
That's not a fucking smoking gun. Like, well, he says he's bad at comedy, so clearly they weren't jokes now. No, that's not how that works. They're still jokes. They're still fucking jokes. They were still meant in jest. You can't just use it. Well, he said himself he wasn't good at jokes, but he still told the joke, and that's the fucking point. It's still a joke. There's been plenty of fucking times where SNL is bad at jokes. So like, well, he should fit right in with SNL. I don't know why he should fit right in with them, because they're all bad at fucking jokes.
You know, he got SNL and he lost it. And aside from the casual racism and homophobia and racial...
It's casual. He literally said chink out loud, and then said that he was like, oh, fucking Chinese person learning English is so much worse than any other minority playing music on their phone. How is that casual to you? So, all right, so first we go, like, this is flat out racism. Now it's casual racism. Make up your fucking mind.
He's not unfunny. He was in a sketch a year ago about a fireman who saves a family, and during the interview, the reporter brings up this.
The family of 4 was saved thanks to the efforts of one firefighter, Shane McGillis.
Oh, yeah, I fucking saw this. This is actually a good skit. It's from, what was that YouTube channel? Like, Dweck? I think it's called Dweck or some shit. Yeah, this is actually
Shane,
fucking
you
funny.
fought this fire for
And it's really ironic considering this is what he's going through right
3
now.
hours.
Yeah. It was pretty brutal up there.
Can you confirm this is you?
And like, that's funny. The sketch devolves into the reporter digging up Trump stuff and blowing some out of proportion and actively trying to get the fireman fired. And then
It's almost like you should take the lesson from that skit. I love how he fucking shows a skit that literally makes him look like a fucking moron. You moron! Why are you doing this to yourself?
then he does, and it's funny. It's a good, not untrue point, and Shane is funny in it. And I think it actually would have been interesting to introduce his point of view to a, some might say, lukewarm and annoyingly liberal comedy show that ultimately challenges nothing about the status quo. If that's why they wanted to hire him. But actually, apparently, they just wanted to appeal to more people and make more money by hiring like a token Trumpy kind of guy.
But then they fired him anyway, so that sounds like bullshit. They saw conservative appeal with Shane McGillis. Is that what they fucking admitted, or is that what Variety said? They're making assumptions based on the fact that they wanted to hire him. Because that's fucking low tier shit. Look, because they've been hiring basically nothing but fucking women and people of color like for the past few years. They won't let go of Kenan Thompson. He's the only funny thing on this show. But so they ain't letting his ass go, and so they figured, oh, let's just get a white guy, and that to them is like appealing to Trump. and conservative audiences is hiring someone who is white. That's fucking SNL. What are you doing? What are you doing?
And then they were surprised when that manifested in some homophobia and racial slurs. And that...
See, when you're conservative, you're automatically racist and homophobic.
That's hilarious. Funniest thing SNL's done in years. If Shane did it on purpose as a bit, man, you're brilliant. Good joke. But of course, whether or not you think the casual racial slurs and complaining about Asian people trying to learn English are jokes, or even funny jokes, like pushing aside the humor aspect, it totally seems indicative that this brand new outrage culture that's new and real is digging through everyone's past like this. Huh? You know, like Jim Jeffries and Bill Burr, am I right?
Well, this is just cancel culture. The guy shouldn't have been fired. It's just a couple of things back in his history. We're going to go through everyone's history.
Did you just scroll through, help cat out of a tree? That's not it. Help grandmother walk across the street? That's not it. You know, said something on a podcast. There it is.
Yeah, you know what?
I mean, you could do that. You could honestly do that to anybody.
Yeah. Who the heck are these PC warriors tirelessly digging through this guy's history to find a bunch of mistakes from his youth?
All they found was like 2 fucking clips. If you fucking remember.
Back in September of 2018.
It was still a fucking year ago. It doesn't fucking matter. And the fact that no one knew about this shit should tell you right there, that it wasn't a big fucking deal. Because everyone's so up on the racism, right? Racism is so important. We should know about, we should like sense. We should have like a fucking racism spidey sense about everyone who's being racist. No, because nobody fucking cared. Let's be real. Peter Payson, $5 super chat. DNC virtue signaling, soberly prostrating themselves while wearing Ashanti slave trader garb. Oh, Leaf Strike. Jim Jeffries is a joke. Yeah, he pretty much is.
Fun aside, that is also a perfect summary of what's actually happening here. In that clip, Bill Burr later makes a really awkward joke about Asian people at lumber yards, and no one really laughs that hard because it didn't quite work as a joke. And then he gets mad that no one laughed that hard and accuses the audience of being too PC.
If you say something like that, you can't work in a sketch show, but like it's okay from what? He can work at a lumber yard?
Yeah.
You know? He's certainly going to meet more Asians there, right? Than on SNL.
They full on fucking laughed at that joke. That wasn't even fucking awkward.
It's a joke.
Like there was a little like sprinkling of awkwardness, but overall people fucking laughed. I'd say like it was 70-30. But of course comedians, they focus, of course they're going to focus more on the people who aren't laughing. But that's the whole Bill Burr's whole fucking thing. Like they're going to pick out the people who aren't fucking laughing. That's what that's what comedians kind of do.
Then on SNL, it's a joke about how SNL's not hiring Asians. Jesus Christ.
Also,
now I'm in trouble.
Yeah. It's almost like if you're famous enough as a
And Bill Burr was not mad. What the fuck? I've seen Bill Burr mad. He wasn't fucking mad.
comedian, you feel entitled to immediate praise and blame the audience when a joke doesn't. If you're famous enough as a comedian, you feel entitled to immediate praise and blame the
you do not know Bill Burr at all. Like, you feel entitled? He does not. Motherfucker.
audience when a joke doesn't work, despite it being
It did work. Most of the fucking audience laughed. You disheveled Caucasian.
a funny observation about SNL not hiring Asians until this year. But whatever, we're gonna move on. I'm sure that has nothing to do with any of the rest of what we're gonna talk about. So let's actually back.
It doesn't.
Before we dive into the idea of cancel culture. First, by defining what it is, for the sake of this conversation. But also because it seems that a lot of the time cancel culture is it's people being mad at your shitty opinion. Like if you write a bad column in a newspaper or...
Wrong. It's just people being mad. This fucking shit. No, here's what... Because, like, if we're thinking about, like, cancel culture, like, any word up against culture, like cancel culture, rape culture. Yeah, let's use rape culture as a fucking example. Rape culture is defined as a culture that accepts, normalizes, and excuses rape, right? So so in that vein, cancel culture would mean any society that accepts, normalizes. Oh my god, I always forget what I say a minute ago. Accepts, normalizes, and excuses getting people fired over saying shit online or saying shit from years ago or just saying shit that's completely fucking immaterial. That's what that is. It's a culture. It's a fucking culture of people, of whiny piss babies getting people fired over nothing and punishing people for nothing. You should shit like that should just like stay on Twitter. Like, he said some shit about Asians. That's kind of fucked up. Moving on. But people don't do that. They want to call up a motherfucker's employer. They want to hound their employers on Twitter. Like, you cannot stand for this. Chaco Kayla Robin, $5 super chat. Is anyone else annoyed by him trying to explain why the jokes are funny? Yeah. Like, we know why they're funny, motherfucker. It's like, you're the one without the sense of humor. Anyway. Like, yeah, it's a culture in which people are basically nosy fucking cunts. Like, nosy Karens. Like, that's some Karen shit. But see, because it happens online, and it's in the defense of the colored people, us disenfranchised colored people, suddenly it's not Karen shit anymore. I love how that shit works with these motherfuckers. Like, a white chick in trying to get somebody fired over not doubling her fucking coupons. That is Karen shit. But getting people fired over saying shit that you're not even gonna remember in a week, that has nothing to do with you, and firing people over shit that you personally looked up to see if they said, perfectly fucking fine. Perfectly acceptable. That's social justice. That's not Karening. That's social justice. That's perfectly fucking acceptable to these mental midgets. Anyway, give me a minute. I have to use the bathroom. Just enjoy this picture of Henry Cavill while I'm in the bathroom. That's whenever the picture of Henry Cavill is up, that means there's an intermission. I'll be right back. I drank so much water. Anyway, we're back. Let's listen to more of this bullshit.
Tweet about how much harmless fun it is getting your face dicked in, and everyone tells you it's or tweet about how much harmless fun it is getting your face dicked in, and everyone tells you it's shitty. You're not being canceled. You just did a bad job. That racist kid getting booted from Harvard wasn't canceled, but he...
Yeah, he was. being kicked out of fucking college for saying the N-word. Yeah, that's canceling. Because you know he's not going to be accepted to any other fucking major college. No matter how hard, I don't know how hard this kid worked, but if you're in fucking Yale, if his parents ain't rich enough to get him paid in there, you know he did some work to get in there. He worked fucking hard. So let's just assume he worked hard for a minute. All that fucking hard work to get into fucking Yale should be ruined. It should be disregarded because he said the naughty N-word. Get the fuck out of here. JJ1818 $5 super chat. It's Charlie from Always Sunny, but if he was retarded on purpose. Oh god. Yeah, anyway, oh, and thank you for that super chats. Oh Jesus Christ. Like all this kid's hard work should be disregarded because he said the N-word. That is fucking bullshit. And then, like, they're cool with it when it happens to white people. But if it happens to somebody else, it's like, well, that's just, of course that's racist. Of course it is. Of course it is. If someone canceled well, there are some people who went after Dave Chappelle for saying edgy jokes, but it was mostly like the people from, the alphabet community and, some black women. But other than that, everyone was fucking cool with everything he said. You can't cancel Dave Chappelle. He canceled himself a long fucking time ago. You can't cancel the motherfucker. And because he's black, like no one's gonna go after him except for black women and the alphabet community. That's it. Those are the only people who openly go after him. But white people, they're not gonna go after him. Like white people, like non-gay white people, nope. Because he's only using examples like white dudes. That's it. Because that's the only thing he can. That's the only examples he can use. Plenty of black people who said some offensive shit. Now, granted, we're only 5 minutes into this 30-minute video. He could use some black people later. He could. But I doubt it.
He was kicked from an institution for apparently violating their standards. Now, I'm not saying you have to agree with that, or that mob justice is good, because a lot of the time it's very bad, and public shaming can really get out of hand. Social media, digital photos.
Then why the fuck did you make this video? Why did you make this video again?
Better record keeping, and the internet in general, have created a situation where everyone's past is going to be painfully available. And as millennials grow older, we'll have to figure out how to deal with that and what the forgiveness process will be. It's extremely complicated.
Fuck the forgiveness process. Like, shit you tweeted, for one thing, Twitter ain't even that fucking serious. People made it serious just because fucking Trump is on there and he's president now, but it's not fucking serious at all. He doesn't even take it seriously. That should tell you right there. Twitter isn't shit. It's just a place where you can unload meaningless fucking thoughts. That's it. Like bullshit. It's just a place. It's like a garbage dump. It's a glorified garbage dump. The fact that you take it seriously to the point where you're looking at people's fucking shit to cancel them is fucking ridiculous. The only time I've looked up shit is to point out hypocrisy. Like if someone says, you shouldn't say the N-word, and then you go to their fucking Twitter, look up the N-word, you look up nigger, and it's plastered all over their fucking Twitter page. Because 9 times out of 10, the people who say don't say that word are always saying that word.
And distressing to think about. But it often seems like the large canopy of the cancel culture phrase often makes it hard to address, which is why I'm really going to hone it in. I'm not talking about a bunch of people dogpiling some rando for saying dumb shit on Twitter that never would have gotten attention had someone pointed it out. I'm talking about famous people, comedians, entertainers.
Oh no, okay, cancel culture is a thing, but just not for rich people. Okay. I'm gonna say why this is bullshit in a minute.
Canceled or fired from jobs or gigs because someone dug up an offensive statement or tweet or photo from their past. That is, after all, why we're using the word canceled, and why any recent article about the subject is specifically talking about people like Shane Gillis or that Justin Trudeau fellow from Up America with all the trees. Also, to be clear, the idea that a person's entire career could be ruined, like ended, over a couple of offensive tweets is terrible, and I'm not a fan of that.
Except when it comes to famous people.
Unsubscribe. Luckily, that's literally never happened, really. Like
Never mind. For one thing, yes, it has. There's a lot of fucking celebs who have certain views that you have not seen in Hollywood films in years. Who have conservative views, or who are down low conservative, and it slipped out a little bit, and then they're not in fucking mainstream films anymore. Fucking Eric Roberts, like a couple of motherfuckers, like a lot of who aren't the Hollywood mold, who don't fit the status quo in Hollywood. But that doesn't fucking matter. See, he seems to think if cancel culture isn't real because it's not consummated. They're not really, well, they didn't get canceled, so there's no cancel culture. That's like saying, well, a woman did get raped, so there ain't no fucking rape culture. Get it? Well, see, here's the thing, Tammy. You're coming to us, giving us the story about how a guy ripped your skirt and your underwear off, and, he threw you into the bushes and penetrated you against your will. Okay, whatever. And now you're coming to me saying that we're in a rape culture, but I don't fucking believe that because... Like, the tests prove that you weren't really penetrated, like, you weren't really raped, so it's not, so technically we don't live in a rape culture, which is fucking ironic because the fucking hypothetical cop basically proves rape culture because he's fucking denying that a person's rape is legitimate. And is fucking openly hostile to a chick for no reason. But whatever. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. Just because the canceling wasn't consummated, or wasn't fully consummated, doesn't suddenly mean cancel culture isn't a thing. Because like I said before, cancel culture, like rape culture, is defined by the culture in which canceling someone, or doing said something to someone, is accepted, encouraged, or ignored, or whatever. Like, I keep fucking forgetting all the adjectives. But that's what cancel culture is. It's not, well, would people get canceled? No. That is the result of cancel culture. Fucking idiot. Like, that is the result. That is not the entire culture. Like I said before, like rape culture. Environment where rape is accepted, ignored, encouraged, whatever. Okay. Wait, or is it like that? Damn it. Hang on, everybody. This fucking chat just stalled on me. Hang on, guys. Shit. All right, hang on a sec. Just trying to refresh the chat. There we go. We good. We cool. Okay. Yeah, YouTube was like, this bitch is making too much sense. We gotta fucking cancel her stream. Anyway. Yeah, like, this motherfucker got it all twisted. Like, cancel culture. I mean, he fucks up his own argument. He literally shows a clip of cancel culture and how it fucking works. Like, a really smart comedy clip. That fucking, like, basically makes him look like a moron. And, like, of course, like, his type of commentary is really just reductive and childish. Like, oh, the place with the trees and up north, and, like, fucking, like, what the fuck? You don't have anything better than that?
Like it's not a thing at all. You don't believe me?
Like, it's not a thing, but he just said it was a thing, but it's not a thing.
Just ask my good friend Bill Burr again. This time saying that cancel culture isn't a problem.
But I mean, I don't go on stage and worry about what people are thinking. Right. It's a really weird time where people are just bringing this up all the time like this is a major problem. I'm not experiencing it. I think it's like a half a dozen stories, and like usual, they're trying to act like, you know, the sky is falling. It isn't.
This version of him is right. The answer to the question, has cancel culture and SJWs gone too far? Is a resounding, not really.
Okay. Show me some proof that it is. Didn't a guy fucking kill himself because he was falsely accused of rape by, what was her name? That bitch. What was her name? Was it Zoe Quinn? She falsely accused this guy of rape. Of course, he already had mental problems already. And he got even more depressed and fucking killed himself. He basically canceled himself. Like, dark joke. But yeah, he canceled himself. And, well, he was getting a lot of hate and shit because of this accusation. And he, like I said, he got more and more depressed and killed himself. Carissa Vermillion, 99-cent super chat. Thank you. Yeah, Zoe Quinn. That was the bitch's name. Yeah, but yeah, she accused this motherfucker of rape. He got a lot of hate for it. Like, he was already mentally ill on top of that. And then, of course, he was canceled, and then he eventually canceled himself. Don't tell me this shit doesn't have fucking effects. And this, oh, and don't forget Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, someone in the fucking chat just reminded me. I'm just now fucking remembering this. Johnny Depp hasn't been in a movie, or at least a good movie, since, was it 2017, 2018? He hasn't been, like, over this whole Amber Heard thing. He hasn't been in a fucking movie, and he's usually like just plopping out movies. And plus, he's been excluded from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise because of this bitch, because of these false allegations. And not only were they fucking false, she was the one abusing him. Don't tell me there's no fucking cancel culture. Get the fuck out of here. But he's got a skewed definition of what cancel culture is anyway, so he's just running on his own bullshit definition. Mike Testa, 199 super chat. POC doesn't work. Doesn't work. The color part is mainly brown, in my opinion. Oh wait. Unsami? Oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry about fucking up your name. 10,000 COP, damn. I wonder how much that is. Do we live in a simp culture? I think we kind of do. And thank you for the super chat. The Lone Cartoon 4.99 super chat. Clouds aren't a thing. I mean, when it rains, yeah, but because that doesn't happen in deserts a lot, so clouds aren't a thing. Oh, she got it. She fucking got it. Oh, she got it. She fucking got it. That was good. Clouds aren't a thing. I mean, when it rains, yeah. But because that doesn't happen in deserts a lot, clouds aren't a thing. Yeah, she got it. She got it down. But yeah, like I said, Johnny Depp, Mel Gibson wasn't working for a while either. Over his racist rant, like I don't agree with what he said at all, and it was a racist rant, like directed at his wife, who he was harassing. So technically, that was kind of justified. The Mel Gibson thing, kind of. Like, yeah, he was drunk, but at the same time, he was still fucking drunk dialing and harassing his ex-wife. Or his ex-girlfriend, whoever the fuck she was. So, but people seem to be more focused on the fact that he was being racist and not the fact that he was fucking harassing his ex-wife. So I can't really, let's all, like, my view of the Mel Gibson thing was like, yeah, he was harassing his ex-wife. Other people's view of it was, well, he was saying racist shit. And that's what was bad about it. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Most audiences love offensive shit, and the few who don't usually walk out. Twitter hasn't changed that. In fact, name a comedian or...
It has. It's given more people... And actually, Bill Burr has actually said this. Like, the internet hasn't changed people. It's just given people more of a... Like, shitty people more of an outlet to be shitty.
entertainer.
And I fully agree with that. Like, this is the same guy he's using as an example here.
Who has their career canceled over a few.
And Bill Burr, I'm pretty sure that fucking interview was years ago, before he actually, really probably saw his other comedian friends experiencing this shit, and probably changed his view based on new information, which is what you're supposed to do as a human being.
Few statements or jokes they made, like truly canceled.
It doesn't matter if they were truly canceled. It's like saying, well, do we live in a rape culture if you were truly raped? if you weren't truly raped? I mean, come on. No, we don't. Like, get the fuck out of here. What other analogies? What other cool analogies can we use? That cloud one from that person in the chat, that was really good. That was fucking funny as hell. I mean, do we really have snow if it doesn't snow in LA? Think about it, bitch. Think about that shit. It doesn't snow in certain parts of the country. So technically, there's no snow. Get the fuck out of here.
Roseanne Barr? She's probably the closest one. Although she's currently planning a comeback as we...
Oh yeah, she's the closest one. Johnny fucking Depp. This was 2019 when he released this video. That Johnny Depp shit was still going on, and he hadn't been in a fucking movie because of this shit. He was excluded from the franchise that he was carrying on his back. That motherfucker so fucking tired from carrying that goddamn franchise.
James Gunn? Not exactly like it actually affected his career, and he is in fact back at the job he was fired from.
That's because he was accused by right-wingers. So people were kind of like funny with that accusation anyway.
Plus a Suicide Squad do-over film featuring only some of the original cast that were apparently going to just allow...
See, they weren't canceled. That means there's no cancel culture.
...how DC to do. But anyway, not related.
It's just people calling out meanies. I talk like an adult male.
Gilbert Gottfried is no longer a duck because he made fun of some dead people, but his career isn't over. Paula Deen, you know, the really racist lady, is currently hosting cooking shows like nothing happened.
Isn't it from her own house, though? Like I said, yeah, she's not canceled, but like I said, that doesn't mean we're not in a cancel culture. People try and fail because, well, they're fucking useless. You said the N-word! Because Hollywood secretly knows these people are morons. They're just trying to cater to them so they can just keep their revenue going. And hope they forget in a few weeks. That's what it is. Because, yeah, they're too powerful. A lot of these motherfuckers are too powerful to fail. And a lot of these motherfuckers who scour Twitter and comb through people's fucking Twitter accounts, they're useless human beings. And nosy as hell. But, like I said, Hollywood caters to them because they want to keep making money, because apparently they're afraid of this fringe group of assholes not seeing their crappy movies. Well, whatever.
Alec Baldwin just got his own celebrity roast. Heck, even Mel, the Jews start all the...
What was Alec Baldwin canceled for? Oh yeah, right, when he was talking shit about his daughter. See, a lot of people did defend him on that shit, though. And it wasn't this before Twitter became the cesspool that it was. It was not the same fucking climate, dude. I mean, Twitter was always like kind of irrelevant. Like, it's a garbage dump of the internet. But it wasn't like the true cesspool it is now. Anyway, but like Alec Baldwin, like some people were fucking were high-fiving him on this shit. Like, well, come on, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, he said that about his kid, but it's like, who hasn't gotten short with their kid? Like, making that fucking excuse? Of course he wasn't gonna get canceled for that shit. Now, if he had said it to his fucking wife, it would've been over. Like, you wouldn't be seeing his ass.
Wars sugar tits, Gibson, has received multiple Oscar nominations in the last few years.
Was that before or after he said that? When was that sugar tit shit? He won an Oscar for what? Anti-Graphic. Oh, that must have been for what was that movie? What was that movie? It was that fucking war movie he came out with like a few years ago. Wary Statue 33 $5 super chat. I didn't come in her mouth, so did I really throat fuck her? Oh my god. All right, that's another good one. I didn't come in her mouth, so did I really throat fuck her? Like this his logic just doesn't work because you can just poke through it immediately.
Then Gary Oldman defended him, said that Hollywood was, quote, run by Jews, and went on to win an Oscar for Best Actor. So, thanks, all.
Well, it is run by, that's not even like racist. It is run by like a lot of Jews in Hollywood who run shit. It's not an evil thing to, now if you say they're running shit and they're ruining people's lives because it's all like the Jewish Zionist blah, 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 then yeah, that's racist. But just saying they run shit. Like, there's a lot of fucking Jewish people of power in this industry. That's not in itself racist. But I'm sure he won't go into fucking detail about what they said because he's an idiot.
That run Hollywood for that award you gave him, or so I've heard. From
like I said, was it in a positive, or was it in a neutral context, or was it in a negative context?
Gary
Explain.
Oldman. Scarlett Johansson is a torrent of hilariously bad comments, and we fucking love her.
That's not a bad comment. She's a fucking actor. I should be allowed to play any person, a tree or animal. You got motherfuckers playing CGI creatures. You tell me she can't play a trans person? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, come on. Fucking Andy Serkis can play a fucking monkey and we're cool with it. But a fucking woman plays a trans man and all of a sudden we're like, we fucking like scrunch back a little bit like, whoa, that's unreasonable. That's, are you fucking crazy? Like, let's be real. What she said wasn't stupid. It was completely fucking reasonable. She should be able to play anything because she is an actor. That's what actors do. They fucking act like different people. Anyway.
SNL fired Jenny Slate for saying not racial slurs, but the word f at midnight on a Saturday.
Okay.
She too is doing great. Another person who got
doing great. Secret Life of Pets 2. The Bash Brothers Experience. I don't know what the fuck that is. Stars versus the Forces of Evil. Never heard of it. The Simpsons. Give me a break. Bob's Burgers. Okay. You got me there. One good thing she's in.
Literally canceled was Bill Maher's politically incorrect. And it wasn't because he offended the snowflakes by being racist or homophobic, or when he compared mentally disabled people to dogs, or the numerous times he said it's totally cool for a female teacher to f their 14-year-old male students, or any number of his other terrible, lazy, scumbag opinions he espouses on his long-running, not-canceled show currently on HBO. No, politically incorrect got canceled because Maher implied the United States was cowardly for launching missiles from 1,000 miles away. And then the White House press.
Really? Are you sure it wasn't a cavalcade of shit that he said? No, it was just that thing he said. Because, like, I think he was canceled multiple times. Or, like, threatened to be canceled multiple times. His previous show. Or other show. Like, it was that show, either that show or another show or that show. Like, he was threatened to be canceled by the network many times. Not just that time. That was just the straw that broke the camel's back because it was just like a cavalcade of shit that he would say. Like, let's not pretend like, oh, see this anti-conservative war thing he said, that's what he was canceled over. The real problem is like the Republicans they're in league with Hollywood. Get the fuck out of here!
To condemn private citizen Maher and pulled because he insulted the troops and then he got canceled. So maybe the real snowflakes are our government and military.
Like I said, I remember that other Bill Maher show. I think he was threatened to be canceled several times with that show. Not just that one time. Get the fuck out of here.
But again, this isn't a judgment on these people or whether or not they should have faced harsher consequences or whether or not the actual f***ed up free speech issue is when a comedian...
Yeah, I know. You made it perfectly clear by saying cancel culture isn't a thing, you cocksucker. Stop explaining it. I'm not saying that they should be condemned. Of course you're not. I can just read the fucking title of your video. Joey245, $5 super chat. Good evening, Jay Longbone. Love your content. Keep being awesome. Hope you're doing good in these weird times. Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. Let's get back to this horse shit. Only 9 minutes into this, and he's just a complete moron.
He's canceled for insulting the government and the military. Those opinions are up to you, the viewer. Rather, I'm just asking the simple question, who exactly has been canceled? Sinead O'Connor for criticizing the Pope? Yeah. But where's the cancel culture epidemic?
You see, religion, whenever religion and the troops are challenged, is the only time people have been canceled. That means that religious people and fucking right-wingers are the real snowflakes, people. Don't you fucking get it?
Epidemic that's going around and hurting these poor celebrities. I'll go even further.
Johnny fucking Depp, this shit was happening right when you made this goddamn video, you moron. Unersami? Oh my god, I'm so fucking, like I said, I'm sorry, I cannot get this name right. Another 10,000 COP. It's like saying username, just switch the S and the N. Okay. Unersame. Okay. Unersame. Username is Colombian pesos. Love you. Oh, thank you. And I'm like I said, I'm really fucking sorry for getting your name wrong. Jesus Christ. So bad at this shit. Like I said, thank you for being courteous to me, and thank you for the super chat. Oh, Ruby Mary says, guys, don't take a shot every time Jay Longbone pauses. We're not even halfway through. Laura says, so disheartening to see this small peepee has more likes than dislikes. Yeah, that's because he was talking, like I said, he was talking about white guys, so that's why people gave him more likes than dislikes. Plus, when you have your own following of retards, then yeah, they're the ones who are going to be watching the video. Oh, Ruby Mary says, my dad works at GameStop. Oh, ADT116, Sinead O'Connor never fully recovered from that. Personally, I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, she was like protesting against pedophilia in the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church has a lot of pull, so it would make sense that she didn't survive that shit.
And mention some celebrities who not only said shitty things, but did shitty things. Roman Polanski is a rapist, and yet also has won all of the awards.
Yeah, but he can't set foot in fucking America anymore. He can only be where he's at, or places with weak extradition. That to me isn't exactly winning. Yeah, he's got. I'm not like I don't feel sorry for this motherfucker at all, and I'm not defending him his ass at all. I'm just saying, like, he can't come, like Hollywood, like America is like where the Hollywood shit really happens. This is like it's the epicenter, like Los Angeles and all that shit. I can't. What's the last fucking movie he even made? The Unavoidable Shitstorm 199 super chat. Love your videos and streams. Keep them coming. Yeah, like I'm saying, like. The Pianist, the Ghostwriter. Oh, he's naming fucking movies from years ago. The Ghostwriter? This is from what, 2013? Pianist, 111, Best Film, Best European Film Awards, Academy Awards. Oh yeah, he did win for Best Director and shit. But that's because Hollywood chooses who they want to be in their circles. Like there's some people they don't fuck with for some reason. They have integrity. They have selective integrity. But there's a lot of actors who are not acting in Hollywood right now because of their fucking views. There's actors you do not see at all anywhere anymore for whatever fucking reason.
And even got to be in a Rush Hour film where he played a rapist as a comedy bit.
So we can go now? This will just take a moment.
Welcome to Paris.
Oh, Casey Affleck drunkenly and
oh shit, I forgot all about that fucking shit.
nakedly got into the bed of the cinematographer of the film.
You see, cancel culture doesn't exist because these few dudes got off of this shit, you know.
He was working on. Casey Affleck drunkenly and nakedly got into the bed of the cinematographer of the film he was working on, and is still directing and starring in.
That's all he did? I thought he was some people were saying he was a straight up rapist. That was all he did? So he was drunk, got naked in bed with somebody, and now he's a fucking rapist because of that? That's all he fucking did? I thought it was like a complete false allegation, which is bad, which is actually worse. But like all he did, like, so he was drunk, got naked in a bed with somebody, and that was it. If that wasn't it, then this dude should be better at explaining like a fucking, you know, a rape.
Movies, putting him very much in a power position.
A power position? All he does is fucking indie movies now. He's so powerful. But anyway, like, it's plus using allegations. Not a good, no, you can't do that. Because allegations, of course, they wouldn't destroy somebody. Because they're fucking allegations. You have to prove something before you fucking cancel somebody.
T.J. Miller has been accused of rape and definitely called in a fake bomb threat within the same year he was in a fucking Spielberg film. I could go on for a solid hour.
He's such a smug asshole. I could go on for a solid hour. Bitch, you're not right. Because you're a fucking moron. You're running on the there can't be a cancel culture if nobody got canceled. Oh, God. Like, we're not saying these people are powerful enough to cancel anybody, because that's not the point. The point is the culture that we have created in which people think it is necessary to cancel people over meaningless shit. People are more fucking focused on racist tweets than, a couple of full-on rapists in Hollywood. Why the fuck aren't you pointing that out? Because let's be real, if these idiots put all their collective energy together to start talking about Roman Polanski or whoever, like, something probably, who knows, could be done. If they affect Hollywood's bottom line and say, hey, look, well, actually, like I said, Roman Polanski, like, he's not in the American Hollywood fold. He's in the European Hollywood fold. So that's why they're not doing shit. Their bottom line isn't going to be impacted by not seeing Roman Polanski's movies. But if they threaten, look, we're not seeing Meryl Streep's fucking movies because that bitch fucking applauded for Roman Polanski at the Oscars one time. Like, yeah, then people would fucking pay attention. But they're not going to do that. Because these people who call out these racist tweets are fucking hypocrites. They're fucking hypocrites. The racist tweets. But we're going to keep seeing Meryl Streep movies. We're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep, like, who else fucking outwardly supported Roman Polanski? I'm talking about supported, like, full on. Don't give a fuck. I forgot who it was. But we're like, no, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep worshiping Oprah, even though she is full in the fold with, what's his name? Well, even though she is full on friends with, oh my God. I keep forgetting his goddamn Weinstein. Even though she's friends with his ass, we're not going to stop worshiping her. Like, they're fucking hypocrites.
Like, once you actually go down the list, you realize that the pearl-clutching panic has nothing to do with offended millennials so much as entitled rich people who are upset that there are now slightly more consequences to their actions. And
right. Your consequences, you tweeted something 10 years ago that was off color. You deserve to lose money for that. You deserve, no, now he's saying, oh, now you're just losing your livelihood. It's just you facing consequences. Like, no, the threat of you losing your livelihood is just consequences for your actions. Get the fuck out of here. Because if somebody did that shit to this asshole, it'd be a whole different story. He would change his fucking views like that. Because the same thing happened to, what was his name? Andy Signor, what was his name? He was a total fucking male feminist soy boy. But then as soon as he got a false rape accusation, that shit was gone. Because he fucking felt that shit. Now the reason he didn't get, well, he got canceled at first. He wasn't. They washed their hands of him until they found out that it was a fucking false allegation, and then he came back. And that soy boy shit that he was talking was gone. Like, okay, the veil has been lifted. I get it. I get it. I believe all women. It's bullshit. I get it.
And that, incredibly, it turns out that big corporate giants like Marvel and Saturday Night Live sometimes, but...
God, he's not funny. He's so not fucking funny. You think he'd say something about Asians to make himself not funny, but he's... Yeah. It's true. You can not say offensive shit and be not funny. I didn't know that was possible.
But not always play it safe when it comes to not hiring absolute ghouls or mild ghouls. That's it.
You're a ghoul because you said the N-word. Doesn't matter the context, you said it.
The outrage is that potentially racist or abusive people aren't getting all the power they think they deserve, while still probably getting too much power. While it has a lot of funny moments, this is...
Too much power. Oh, that chick being featured on some short film that no one's heard of, such power. Casey Affleck doing like little indie movies, such power. I haven't seen him in a fucking mainstream movie since, what was it, like that Manchester by the Sea movie? Which technically wasn't really a mainstream movie either. That was some indie shit as well. But you'll never see him in a Marvel movie. You'll never see him in a big action movie. Like, you'll never see him branch out into something more mainstream. You'll never see that shit.
This is painfully evident in Dave Chappelle's new stand-up special.
Against all the odds, Kevin became the most famous comedian this world has ever seen, and he got the job that only one black man...
Wait a minute.
While still probably getting too much power. While it has a lot of funny moments, this is painfully evident in Dave Chappelle's new stand-up special.
Against all the odds, Kevin became the most famous comedian this world has ever seen, and he got the job that only one black man before him had. He was going to host the 80th Oscars. And I don't know what you know about Kevin, but I know Kevin Hart is damn near perfect. As close to perfect as anybody I've ever seen. In fact, Kevin is precisely 4 tweets shy of being perfect.
Just to be clear, which is a phrase I feel like I'll have to use a lot, that new special has a lot of great jokes, but it's also peppered with moments that feel suspicious.
Peppered with moments of niggardry. I'm allowed to say nigger because I'm talking about someone who believes cancel culture is real.
Like one rich guy complaining that his other rich friends aren't getting exactly what they want.
Oh, so he did use black people in this video. Okay.
Kevin Hart isn't entitled to host the goddamn Oscars.
It is if you were promised it and then they suddenly fired you over some shit you said 10 years ago. That has nothing to do with them. And that they should have fucking known about prior. Because, you know, they're the fucking Oscars. And if they are so fucking concerned about the reputation of the people they are hiring, they would have looked up his shit in the first fucking place beforehand. But someone else had to do it. Because they care so much about reputation. He's not entitled to... Now, if you're promised a fucking job and they hire your ass and they fire you over some bullshit, you have the fucking right to act a little pissed that you didn't get it. Especially considering he is only like the second black person... Not the second, the third. The second. He's the third person. The third black person to host the Oscars. And especially him being the third person, he got fucking picked because he's Kevin Hart. He's got a big personality, brings in a lot of fucking eyes. So of course they were gonna hire him. So on that basis alone, he fucking earned it. They thought of him. They looked at his background. They were like, "Get this motherfucker in there. We're gonna hire him." And on that basis alone, he fucking earned it because that's what they hire on. That's what it's based on. It's not based on his fucking tweets. It's based on his fucking career and the eyes he can bring to the screen. Now I can understand if he had maybe beat up a gay person, then yeah, fuck him. Don't hire his ass. But a fucking tweet, a bad joke, so people deserve to be fired for that. Okay. I don't give a damn how rich the person is. If that person was guaranteed a fucking job and they're denied that job because of some bullshit? That's unfair. And if they'll do it to rich people, they're gonna start doing it to you. That's why you should fucking speak up about this shit. Because if they'll do it to a rich person, especially if a rich black person, they're gonna do it to you. You next, nigga. You next. Like, you next, motherfucker. You are next on the chopping block. If they can do it to someone who's actually powerful and rich, they're gonna do it to you. Idiot. Q Brother Soulstar, $5 super chat. Biden was pro-segregation, but we won't call that out exactly. And plus, you know, all the other creepy shit he's done. And LT says, wasn't Dave Chappelle called homophobic and sexist for one of his specials? Yeah, exactly. Like, the alphabet people came after him, and like I said, black women came after him. Excuse me. I think feminists went after him too. But yeah, he's not entitled to the job. Yes, he is, because he was fucking promised the job. I can understand if they were just eyeing him and they were just like going through prospects and they just decided to like not hire him. It's still fucked up, but he was fucking hired. He had the job. And then they were like, no, you tweeted some shit that ain't got nothing to do with us, not directed at anyone who's going to work with us, or who is working with us, who has worked with us. No. Base Knight, $2 super chat. I live off cringe, so thank you for the supply. You're welcome, and thank you for the super chat. Oh, Grammatical Errors asks, what's the alphabet people? The LGBTQ. When someone says alphabet people, that's what they mean. Dave Chappelle made that term popular from his comedy special here. Oh, the Millionaire. This guy is boring. Yeah, he's boring and he's really not funny. And he's not smart either. I don't understand how he has this many subscribers.
Position designed for wide audiences that should be vetted. Like, how much do we need to feel bad that the guy who just had a major role in the 7th highest grossing film of the year didn't have...
It was a fucking cameo. He had a role. He had a cameo, motherfucker. Unless he's talking about something else. Was he in something? No, it was a cameo. If he's talking about Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, that was a fucking cameo. And like, as I've said before, they were fucking tweets from 10 years ago. He was talking, they weren't directed to anyone that he was going to be fucking working with. And he had already had the fucking job. They had no fucking right at all. I don't give a damn how much money he has. Because like I said, if they're doing it to rich people, they're going to end up doing it to your punk ass. Your day it's coming. When you start working somewhere and they find some fucking tweet or some shit you said that they personally find distasteful, it doesn't have to be outwardly racist or anything. It could be anything. Then then they fucking deny you your job. Then all of a sudden your fucking views would change. So get the fuck out of it. All this fucking wind.
Everything perfectly laid out for his career because he made garbage homophobic comments as a joke in 2010 about...
It doesn't matter if you perceive it as not a joke. It's still a joke. May not be a good joke, still a joke though.
Hurting his son if he was gay.
Still a fucking joke. He talked about hurting his son if he were gay, and did he? Or was it a fucking joke?
That I hope his son never sees, especially if he's gay. Now, to be clearer than clearest...
Especially if he's gay. Like, it doesn't matter. I hope his son never sees, especially if he's gay.
Acknowledges during his special that he isn't exactly impartial in defending his friends. And even clearer...
Hang on a second.
The only reason I'm talking about Sticks and Stones is because it's oddly the subject of a weird internet war concerning cancel culture.
Shit, son of a bitch. Shelby MD, $5 super chat. Unlike this wank, Kevin and Dave actually struggle to get where they are. Didn't pull a green screen digital camera and upload a lame joke to YouTube. Now, actually, that's the very definition of struggle. He looks like he's struggling right now. He's struggling with thought, rationality. Oh fuck! Just any point.
But what is kind
he is struggling. Let's be real.
Is to see so many comedians like him complain that PC culture is out of control and that they aren't allowed to say anything they want, while literally saying anything they want on a $60 million platform on the biggest streaming service around. Like,
because cancel culture isn't about the fucking result. It's about the mindset of the people fucking doing it. Idiots. We've been through this.
You can't be the underdog when you're standing on a pile of dead dogs.
The fuck? The fuck does that even mean? You can't be the underdog. You're standing on a pile of dead dogs. Okay, so are you implying that Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart have murdered people with their words? What the fuck are you talking about? That is the dumbest shit. Man, I hope my video gets his fucking video a few more downvotes, because this is so lazy. This is wankery.
Audiences are too sensitive to an audience that's clearly loving your offensive material on a special that's breaking ratings records. So, no, cancel culture, as in seeing harsh mob consequences for famous people who've done or said racist or sexist or offensive things, doesn't actually exist.
No. So his problem isn't really that people are assuming cancel culture is a thing. It's the fact that there's no results from it whatsoever. See, if there was results from it, I would agree. And I would love it. That's really his problem, that there's no fucking results. But like I said before, if they're doing it to millionaires, they'll do it to you, boo-boo. It's like, as soon as you get a little more clout and you start coming up, people will be like, I don't like this motherfucker. Let's see what racist tweets he's got. Because that's the only reason why people do it. Full-on jealousy, boredom, whatever the fuck. Or just pure internet, vile internet behavior. Like, people just look up the shit, fuck with your life just to do it. Like I said, motherfucker, like, to think that you have not ever said anything offensive is fucking ridiculous. I've never said anything bad. No, when I start to come up, when my YouTube channel finally gets past, when my fucking YouTube channel finally gets past, oh wait, the Inner Science $2 super chat, my liquor isn't strong enough for this. When my YouTube channel, thank you for the super chat, Inner Science. When my fucking YouTube channel finally gets past, what was it? When it finally gets past like radio call-in shit, and I finally come up, no one's gonna find any offensive tweets from me, because I'll probably have deleted them all. But yeah, no one's gonna find anything offensive that I said. Just you wait, motherfucker.
Maybe it should exist more. Like really.
See what I'm saying? Maybe it should exist more.
Like again, I'm not for someone losing their entire.
You just fucking. I hate this motherfucker.
Career or livelihood over a shitty joke, a thing that again isn't happening, and it would be.
That's not the fucking point. Like I said before, not the point at all. The point is that the culture even exists. The fact that you even have the fucking right to try to ruin someone over someone's tweeting once like nigger. Is fucking ridiculous.
Great if our society had a strong social safety net to help the few canceled racists out there to survive. But here's another part from that Chappelle special that better explains what I'm talking about.
They ruined this nigga's life, and now he's coming back playing comedy clubs.
That's Dave describing Louis C.K., a comedian who was called out by the snowflakes for masturbating in front of female colleagues at his place of work after a comedy festival.
I love how you play that like that little blip. And was like, oh, that's all we need from you, nigger. You rich nigger. You shouldn't be complaining about, like, it's not like you had to struggle to come up and you fucking nigger.
On the pilot of a TV show, on the phone with another comedian trying to network with him. Like, this isn't a few offensive jokes, but a literal workplace harassment issue.
I think he fucking, Dave Chappelle actually explained why he was like, I don't think he like defended Louis C.K., but it was like, he explained the fucking situation. Like, he asked to jerk off in front of him. Like, I think he got their consent, or like, maybe like he asked and then, but they said no, he did it anyway. I forgot the exact specifics, but but Dave Chappelle, even though it was a joke, but like he said, like, you weren't really raped though, weren't you? He kind of just jacked off in front of you, and you just stood there and watched it, even though you could have ran away at any time. Like, were you really traumatized, bitch? And you know what? I kind of gotta agree with him on that. You're a grown woman. It's not like he didn't threaten you. He asked, but then he did it anyway. You could have just walked out and just not seen it. You're not a child.
And according to Chappelle, they ruined his life for it. But also, according to Chappelle, in literally the same sentence, he's coming back playing comedy clubs.
All right, comedy. You know, comedy clubs aren't always this huge thing, right? Like, oh, he's playing comedy clubs, as if that was even comparable to the TV show he used to have, the Netflix specials the money from the Netflix specials he had, the movies he was fucking cameoed in. Like, that is even comparable.
You know, because they didn't actually ruin his life, and he's in fact still got a career despite being a literal sex offender.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louis C.K.
Look at him. Getting that standing ovation? His life is ruined! Jeez!
Yeah, in like a cramped fucking comedy club of what? Like, I'm gonna guess at least 100, 150 people? Not the same thing as the fucking thousands of people in the Netflix crowd he entertained. Not the same fucking thing. That's a complete downgrade.
Jeez. When will we stop destroying the lives of men by...
Stop using Kavanaugh as a fucking... Like, really? Oh, God. And that shit wasn't even proven either. It was going off the word of some chick, and she couldn't even remember specific details. Which is like, if you're traumatized and you always play the ordeal back in your head over and over again, you should fucking remember it. But like, yeah, they didn't prove shit. That's why his fucking career wasn't ruined, because they didn't fucking prove anything.
Denying them everything they ever wanted because they...
It's like he's just dumb. Like, he doesn't even try to give specific details, or like, does he research the shit, or he just look at titles and like, yep, done doing this YouTube video, found the right fucking title to use for my video. It's gonna be great.
Whip their dicks out in front of women who didn't want them to. Oh, yeah, that poor Brett. Must have been hard.
I thought Brett Kavanaugh actually raped people. Like, what the fuck? I think you're mixing up Louis C.K. shit with his.
Almost not, but ultimately get a lifetime appointment on the Supreme Court. Gosh darn cancel culture, almost holding powerful people accountable for things, but not actually doing that.
Holy shit.
It's almost as if, and I'm just spitballing here, a word that probably means something wildly different to Kavanaugh, but it's almost as if this idea of outrage and cancel culture is creating a backlash to...
And I love how he compares rape and molestation, people calling out that, to people calling out fucking racist tweets from 10 years ago. It's the same shit. You're being a warrior for justice when you call out people who have said weird shit on Twitter. Same thing. When you call the cops in honor of a rape victim, it's the same thing as reporting a tweet with the N-word in it. Same fucking thing. You are a hero. Get the fuck out of here. Mudcrab, $2 super chat. I will think of something witty to say later. Thank you for the super chat.
Completely normal consequences, and powerful rich people who've done objectively bad things are being hailed as a hero underdog in certain...
Like, I love how he's just mixing rape and the N-word in together. Like, motherfuckers love to do this shit. Rape is just as bad as saying nigger. It's just facts.
It's the equivalent of Trump's presidential harassment tweets. A person who has all the power complaining about critique from marginal...
Yeah, but if this was Obama... Because I remember when Obama was president, and he couldn't get certain fucking laws passed and shit, people were all like, well, he can't do nothing without Congress. He can't do nothing. They won't let this black man do nothing. Even though he was also the most powerful man in the world at one point. Doesn't matter because he couldn't get some laws passed, so he's basically an old slave who can't do nothing. Same thing, guys. Like same thing. Like, even though basically people come out with like fake ass smear campaigns against Trump all the fucking time. Like, he's just like, on Twitter, he just basically baits people into fucking discussing him any fucking way. But at the same time, we can't pretend like people, including the fucking mainstream media, they don't fucking lie about him constantly or over dramatize shit all the fucking time.
God damn it. Pretending to be the bullied while having all of the actual authority.
Oh my god, would you fucking relax?
The reality is that nothing.
Oh yeah, authority. Like, motherfucker, did you hit puberty? Oh, I was like, fuck that. Oh, the Inner Science $2 super chat. Shout out to Mud Crab. We don't need wits, just love. Thank you. Oh boy. Yeah, what the fuck was I gonna say? That I was gonna call his beard. I was gonna call that something, and I forgot the fucking word. Oh, compensation beard, right? The compensation beard. It's basically just a bunch of fucking goat hair on two hooks. He hasn't really hit puberty yet.
Changed, except a new way for people to communicate their critiques and a new way for powerful people to deflect accountability. PC culture isn't killing comedy. Millennials aren't overly sensitive. The people who whine that you can't make a film like Blazing Saddles anymore also like to conveniently forget that time Robert Downey Jr. got an Oscar nomination for literally doing blackface in a comedy from only 10 years ago.
Yeah, I love how he says only 10 years ago. It's like a decade is just 5 fucking minutes. From 10 years ago. Yeah, this shit wasn't that prevalent 10 years ago. But now you see people on Twitter still trying to bring this shit up like they're gonna ruin RDJ's career over it, which they're not. Like I said, these people are fucking useless. But the fact that they have it in their heads that they should and have the right to fucking ruin his career because of a fucking comedy bit that was supposed to call out racism in Hollywood. That's the fucking problem. That's cancel culture. That's in essence is cancel culture. That's what people are talking about when they say that shit.
He of course lost to a man dressed as a clown because movies are weird and dumb. But to be fair,
this guy is this fucking juvenile shit. Movies are pure and dumb. I can't comedy. And I love how like proving the rule that cancel culture is ruining comedy. Like, you got soft penis ass motherfuckers like this who can't make a joke to save their life because they're trying to be so PC. Tom Fenton, $2 super chat. He is just an extremely unfunny Hassan Piker. Isn't Hassan Piker like an extremely unfunny Hassan Piker? I don't know. Isn't that the guy from the Young Turks?
and balanced, and a real cool news daddy. It's technically true that you can't make Blazing Saddles, a comedy from the 70s, today. Just like how you can't make a horror movie from the 70s today. Or
even though it's happened many times already. Have you ever heard of a fucking homage, you idiot? People have made plenty of like you see how people fucking suck the fuck out of 80s culture and then they remake shit from the 80s, or they steal the whole, or like fucking Stranger Things, for Christ's sake. Like, they basically steal old shit and then remake it today, or try to copy the same exact fucking tone for the like. Does no one let you out of the fucking newsroom?
Or
Jesus Christ!
Things from the 70s today. You can't because you wouldn't. things that were said and done then don't need to necessarily be said and done now. Because that's how time works, you know?
No, that's not how fucking time works. The things you said in the 70s should not be said today. Okay, so, give peace a chance. Yeah, give peace a chance. What else we got? Other, you know, like anti-racist proclamations that were put into effect. I have a dream speech. Can't say that shit today. Because that's how time works. Carissa Vermillion 199 super chat. Could we get a civil palate cleanser after the a Cavill palate cleanser after this? Oh my god, yes. I want Henry Cavill to fucking cleanse my palate if you get my fucking drift. Anyway. Like, what the fuck? The thing you say before, we can't say now. Okay, so anything against racism, like racism, give peace a chance. Anyone speaking out against the Vietnam War, all the shit we used to say in the 70s, we can't say now. Everything? Really? Get the because that's how time works. I just love his fucking mannerisms. He's such a child. He doesn't know what the fuck to do with his body. So that's how time works.
Like, let's take this specific moment that's happening right now. Like, right now. Not now, but right.
Shut the fuck up and get to the point.
Before now. It's already moving away. But the moment...
Oh my god! This is going on too long.
Seconds, rules for what's considered taboo and offensive. And those things tend to change as time progresses. It's just...
Actually, it really doesn't. Or it shouldn't, at least. Because people can push the standards way too fucking far. Like, we're almost too far. We're almost there. Well, that's how time works. It's like the universe. Like, it's silly to make this comparison, but I think it's an apt one. Remember Demolition Man? How the world, like, evolved into not evolved, but devolved into this world where you couldn't say curse words, you couldn't eat fucking red meat, you couldn't, there's certain shit you were not allowed to do. Because it's somehow harmful, so you can't do it. Like, anything that's bad for, like, Sandra Bullock's character said, like, anything that is bad for you is just completely fucking bad and illegal. You're not allowed to do it. That's what I'm saying. But see, time, right? Time, like, if the world had ever gotten like that, like, for this asshole would think it's completely fucking acceptable because time. Well, we don't think it's acceptable now, so it's not acceptable anymore. Get the fuck out of here. So how far is the limit for you? How far can we fucking go with this shit? Because you got that motherfucker in the you got Count Dankula being thrown in, they tried to throw his ass in jail for his pug doing the Hitler salute. Can't be a Hitler salute though if it's a fucking dog though. Only got like 3 fingers, and the knife and human fingers. So it's not really the same thing, that is it. Anyway, so Philia Magistin, I think, $5 super chat. Our civil liberties are under siege, and this guy is like, you can have them. Yeah, this no line for this guy. It's like, he bases acceptability of certain societal standards on time, and not the fact, not on whether or not it's fucking acceptable. Canny Zero, $5 super chat. I hate that video title. I just want to respond to the person who even thought that video would be a good idea with just 2 words, Johnny Depp. Yeah, for 100 fucking percent. Like, you can't, after that shit, you can't preach to me about this bullshit. Yeah, I think after this video, I'm gonna be done because it's already 15 minutes to midnight. So yeah, I think after this one, I'm gonna have to be done, y'all. Damn.
It's how that works. So when people say like, Dave Chappelle didn't change, you did. Like, yep.
Yeah, we got better. And like, no, you didn't. You got more pussified and things became less acceptable because you're not enabled to accept them.
That's true. Good work identifying time. Like,
It's about time. So it's no deeper than fucking time. It's not about change, growth. It's not about change, growth, or anything. It's just time. Time went by. Why can't you just, like, not say shit? So in another 100 years, when we've deemed everything else unacceptable, like, we keep going with this shit, and we find everything else unacceptable, like words, we're just not going to be saying shit. There's nothing. And to this fucking moron and whatever offspring he brings into the world, let's pray that doesn't happen. Whatever fucking splooge on a fucking couch that he brings into the world, they're going to be perfectly fucking fine with that social climate. Perfectly fine with it. Big Stace, $2 super chat. Blazing Saddles was co-written by Richard Pryor. Yeah. I don't think race really matters to him, which is a real plus in his favor. He doesn't really care. But yeah, comedy, like think about this shit. Brilliant comedy writers of the 70s, suddenly their shit is, basically this guy is saying their shit is completely fucking invalid and unfunny because time. We have grown up from your brilliant comedy writing, faggot. We've grown up from this shit. We're done. You're canceled. Oh, God.
Things have changed. Our president is a ghoul trying to roll back protections.
He loves that word, ghoul.
For transgender people and bullying women and being openly racist.
Wait, say that again?
To roll back protections for transgender people and bullying women and.
No, in fact, he hasn't done that. Shoe On Head got in trouble for tweeting that shit earlier today. Oh, anyway.
Being openly racist and doing just generally f*** all for marginalized groups in this country. So
fuck, he's not doing fuck all, whatever. He's not making it legal for people to go to jail for misgendering people.
Maybe jokes about that subject aren't going to be as accepted by mainstream.
Because, like, it's the assumption that you're so pure that you've never said anything wrong enough for anyone to get mad at. Like, nothing offensive. I mean, it shows with his comedy. Like, Jesus Christ, he is so unfunny.
Society. Seinfeld, the show, could be irreverent, but there's a reason it didn't have a running joke about a man threatening to beat the shit out of his wife. Also, some jokes just get old.
Oh, so honeymooners ain't funny anymore because bang, zoom, right in the kisser. It's not funny anymore, guys. So, like, the comedic value of a classic comedic show is somehow invalid because bang, zoom, right in the kisser. Tom Fenton, $5 super chat. It's like cancel culture is a mere inquisitional extension of what is a modern cult, like religion that attempts to be the moral arbiter of us all. Exactly. Like I said, if this was nothing but fucking Christians saying how you shouldn't say this, shouldn't say that, trying to get people canceled off the internet, this was a bunch of crazy ass Christians, people would have a fucking different outlook. Like, we shouldn't let this happen. Because people were like, that's why people were defending, what's his name? Oh my God. I already forgot his name. That's why people were defending James Gunn. Because a right-winger fucking called out his bad jokes. Because a right-winger did. Well, plus because he was a fucking idiot. Because, what was his name again? Was it Mike? The guy who hates Jews. I think he hates Jews. But anyway, there was this guy who called out James Gunn's pedo jokes. And the only reason why James Gunn got so much fucking support was because a fucking right-winger called him out. And like I said, because that said right-winger was also a fucking moron. But let's be real. If it was a bunch of fucking morons on Twitter with the same political leaning, it would have been a different story. Tevin Jackson, $2 super chat, just joined. What's Quentin Reviews doing now? Yeah, this isn't Quentin Reviews. I mean, it must be a joke. Yeah, that must be a joke calling out how much of a fucking chode he is. Sophilia Majestin, $5 super chat. As a trans woman, I gotta say, I'm not living in a fascist state just to escape being misgendered, no matter how badly it messes me up. Yeah. Thank you, and thank you for that super chat. But yeah, it's good it's really good to fucking hear that. Like, thank you. Oh God, thank God sane people follow me. But anyway, as I was saying, like, draconian, like fascist principles being put into place, and purity, like people playing doing purity tests on everybody. It's perfectly fine because time. Because time went by. We're off that. People treat fucking comedy and different shit like it's a fucking iPhone. Like it's, oh, well, now it's completely obsolete because time. Forgetting the fact that Apple deliberately sabotages their shit in order for it to be obsolete after a certain time frame. So that fucking analogy. So if you were to use that analogy for comedy, it wouldn't fucking work. But like they treat it like it's a fucking piece of technology. Like comedy's a piece of technology. We're off that, and now we're doing fucking lame ass memes on Twitter. That's peak comedy now. That's what we're doing now. We're off the good shit. We're off the shit that had brains. We're on the shit. I wish I could show that fucking meme that Paul Joseph Watson was laughing at. Like this really bad meme on Twitter, like Berber with a side of chest. It's so fucking stupid and unfunny. And and the person who posted that said, yeah, we can't do comedy anymore. We can't do good comedy anymore without being offensive. Then what the fuck is this? It's like, it's a bad joke. That's what it fucking is. Oh my God. Ow.
Old, like people. If the one trans joke, all of these people...
Like, no, it doesn't get old like people. You still laughing at a fucking movie 30 years later, then it's still funny, and you can still say whatever the fuck that was said in that movie. Like, that shit doesn't... Like I'm saying, you cannot treat comedy like a fucking iPhone. Shelby MD, $2 super chat. That means, like, anything 30 years prior is completely invalid. Racial equality, anything started in the 70s. Racial equality, rights for women, all that shit, we off that. We off that shit, right? We off that because it happened in the 70s, because time.
People are saying is, I identify as something that isn't a gender. Every one of them say this. Then maybe people are just bored with your one joke you saw on Reddit 10 years ago. Like, by all means, make whatever jokes you want, I guess, but also don't be surprised if people don't want to hear it, or if you lose large corporate gigs for it, or if you're...
That's not the fucking problem. Wait, what did you say? Wait, let's rewind that.
Every one of them say this. Then maybe people are just bored with your one joke you saw on Reddit 10 years ago. Like, by all means, make whatever jokes you want, I guess, but also don't be surprised if people don't want to hear it, or if you lose large corporate gigs for it.
Yeah, see, that's... If you lose money because of it, don't be surprised by it. No, you should definitely be surprised by it. But the first part, don't be surprised if people don't like it. They're comedians. They know full fucking well what rejection is and what people not liking their jokes is. You start, like, you know going in what that's like and what that is. That's not their fucking problem. The problem is that they are excluded from gigs, that they're excluded from making money because of some fucking shit, some fucking basic shit that they say. And who are these fucking people even, like, paying to go to see these motherfuckers, knowing they're saying offensive shit, and then later on fucking complain about it? No one says anything about that with these fucking morons just purposely going out to find comedians to complain about. Sophelia Majestin, $5 super chat. I wish I had the characters to explain David's transphobic joke.
Or if your audience slowly becomes a bunch of racists, or I guess...
Oh, they become a bunch of racists? You see, at Dave Chappelle's fucking audience is like a bunch of racist white dudes. Clearly. Oh, and Kevin Hart too. Like, all their fucking audiences... Nothing but a bunch of fucking racist, red cap wearing motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Their whole fucking audience.
You run an extremely successful YouTube channel despite being kind of a fucking Nazi clown. Things change.
What the fuck? Hang on. Did he really legit call PewDiePie a Nazi? Opinion fucking discarded. don't even think I want to watch the rest of this. As soon as you start talking that shit, that PewDiePie is a Nazi, he really went there. Hang on, let's play this again.
Or I guess you run an extremely successful YouTube channel despite being kind of a fucking Nazi clown. Things change.
This is fucking, you were a gigantic faggot. I'm sorry, there's no denying it anymore. You call PewDiePie a fucking Nazi, your opinion is immediately discarded. I'm sorry. I can't take you seriously after you start talking that bullshit. Yeah, just opinion null and void. I already watched like 18 minutes of this shit. I don't think I need to watch anymore. I think I'm gonna scan through it right quick. See what else we got. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it. That's it. You call PewDiePie Nazi, I'm done. I already know what the fuck your mindset is. Fuck it. I'm going to the next thing until probably like 12:30. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm done. After that, you done. Didn't even bother to delete the video either. You kept that shit in. Oh my God, I got a video called Reverse Racism is a Giant Lie. Oh boy. Then I got a video called How White Savior Movies Like The Help and Green Book Hurt Hollywood. Oh God, which one? Okay. Everybody, I need your opinion right now. Which video should I do? Reverse Racism is a Lie or White Savior Movies Hurt Hollywood? Which one should I do? Because I'm having an ethical quandary. I'm having a quandary. Give me a notice. Reverse racism. Reverse racism. Reverse racism. Come on, guys. I need a vote. Give it up. If they say Felix is a Nazi, you know there's no reasoning with him. It's in the Bible. White savior. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4 for reverse racism. White savior. That's 1. White savior. Reverse racism. Okay, I'm getting more reverse racism votes. So you know, I'm gonna do the reverse racism one. This guy, he fucking lost me. As soon as he said PewDiePie was a Nazi, he fucking lost me. Bye, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you fucking lost.
So here are some quick and dirty facts.
You fucked up racism completely.
1.
Because anyone with half a brain would know he's not a Nazi.
Does not exist.
And that's how you know he doesn't research shit. All right. So, I think I missed some super chats. Okay, Tom Fenton, $10 super chat. Here's a big donation for you. Having to listen to soy-infused Karl Marx spew hypocrisy and sound like a religious preacher raving about racism and singing your own. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats. And the support. Tevin Jackson, $2 super chat. When we canceled T. Perry for playing a woman. Mike Testa, you made me a mod. When? Did I? When the fuck did I do that? Anyway, let's get to this reverse racism bullshit. Only 2 minutes long, so we should be done with it by 12:30. Let's do it.
So here are some quick and dirty facts on reverse racism. 1. Reverse racism does not exist.
Correct, because it's just fucking racism. Racism isn't one way because it's not a tangible object or something that can be only one way. It's a fucking mindset. And unless black people and people of color are devoid of minds, they ain't exempt from that shit. So, oh fuck, I was so close to looking fucking awesome, like pressing play, but I didn't press play. I didn't effectively press the space bar. Damn it.
2. Reverse racism is not real.
Because it's just racism.
3. No, seriously.
Get to the fucking point.
It's not a thing. Things like BET, Black Girls Rock, or
BET is run by Viacom, which is run by white people. So BET is not an arbiter of color. Fuck you.
Black History Month are not reverse racist against white people. Because remember, in
because fucking BET is run by white people.
a society where white is seen as the default race, all history in Black History society where white reverse racist against white people. Because remember, in a society where white is seen as the default race.
No, it's seen as the majority race. Because they're the majority of the population. No one fucking says white is the default race. That's some shit you pull out of your ass based on your interpretation of what people fucking say. It's not the same thing as an actual fact. People don't say it's the default. They say it's the majority race in America. Fuck. God damn it.
All history is white history.
That's really racist out of context. And it's kind of racist in context too. All history is white history. So there's no black history, no Aztec history, no Mexican history, no Southeast Asian history. This is some low expectation shit, like for real.
But racism isn't just someone feeling superior to another race and then discriminating against.
Because she has a really this is Huffington Post, of course, and they have a really Americanized view of what racism is. I know this video's 5 years old. Yeah, this video's like 5 years old. But let's be real. Just time. The Huffington Post, they still got it on their channel. Time doesn't negate this video.
Against them. That's just the tip of a very messed up iceberg. Racism works on both an individual and societal level.
I thought it was only one way.
Minorities have fewer opportunities to express prejudice against whites. And
no, they don't. They really don't. Because they can also gain power in this country. There's plenty of fucking black folks with power who could easily discriminate against white people they employ or work with, you know, whatever, or socially, or like, or wield their power over white people. Like, there's plenty of those. Like, I don't know. Black people were just pieces of shit who just can't do anything. I mean, come on. Like, it's so fucking convenient. We're powerful. We're this, we're that. We can do anything we want until you say we can be racist. And then all of a sudden we're just pieces of shit who can't do nothing. We don't know nothing. We can't do nothing. We ain't got nothing. The lone cartoon 199 super chat. This girl failed history class. Most definitely.
they lack the institutional power that protects them if they do. Let me reiterate. A black person expressing racial prejudice or backwards ideas about white people or any other race is not okay.
But we're just saying it doesn't exist, and it doesn't, and therefore it's kind of invalid if it doesn't exist. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But on a structural level, black prejudice does not affect the rights of white people.
It is if you're a black politician. We did have a fucking black president. He could have easily gone there. Cold Warmack, $4.99 super chat. It's like saying Nords are the default race in Skyrim. Shove off. Ooh, shove off, you fool. Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
It doesn't affect the rate at which white people go to jail, experience police.
It could have, because we had a black president. See, that's what fucks up this whole thing. Because we have a black president, which means we are capable of becoming president. I mean, let's be honest. You should have known that beforehand, before Obama. But, yeah, your parents should have taught you that, to have confidence. But, yeah, he could have easily, if he wanted to, infringe the rights of white people if he wanted to, because he was in the highest fucking position in the country. He just didn't. You know what I'm saying? But he could have. That's what we're talking about here. The ability to be racist on a systemic level, which he could have been if he had a mind to. Like, you know, fucking Obama was a president at the time during this video, right?
Employment, poverty, or housing discrimination. Minorities deal with these realities.
Oh yeah, let's go back. Let's look at that.
Poverty, jail, experience police brutality.
White people experience police brutality at higher rates than black people. Next.
Unemployment, poverty.
Poor white people exist and don't have jobs. Next.
Or housing experience police brutality, unemployment, poverty.
Unemployment
or
poverty. There aren't any poor white people, as we all know. They all live in fucking mansions. They're all CEOs. And they're all politicians. They all fucking are. They all live in houses with 2 floors, with 2 cars. They all do. They fucking all do. And what was the other shit? What was the last one?
Or housing discrimination.
Yeah, because black people never own property. They never own property. Property could never be owned by a racist black person who could say, I don't want white people living here. I don't want no crackers living here. Fuck them. No, not a possibility at all.
Minorities deal with these realities at a much higher number.
At a much higher number. I thought you said there was no such thing as reverse racism on a systemic level. But now you're saying, oh, well, black people, they suffer from this at a higher level. But I thought it was that white people didn't suffer from this at any level. Which is it? Which is it?
Someone with a white-sounding name is 50% more likely to get a job call back than someone with an ethnic-sounding name.
And you know this how? What fucking proof is there of that? Where's this? I'm fucking lisping like this bitch now. Where are these statistics? Oh my god. Where they at? Show me the receipts.
Black people are more likely to be killed by police.
No, they're not. It's been well. Then again, this was 2015. It could have white cops going after white people could have just went up in 5 years. And, they could have just been like, no, fuck black people. We're gonna get white people now. We're gonna get them. They're twice as likely
to be killed while unarmed. What's the reverse of that? If you think
What's
about
the reverse of that?
Reverse racism would actually be kind of great because it would mean that we.
Oh, see what I'm saying? No wonder they dislike. No wonder they turned off the dislike ratio. No wonder. Reverse racism would actually be pretty cool because whites are just awful people. Fucking lispy bitch.
Think about it. Reverse racism would actually be kind of great because it would mean that we lived in a society where all racial groups had equal power.
What? Wait a minute. So people were if only just people were racist to white people, as much as they're racist to black people, then we would be on even keel. Because like I said, this is so fucking Americanized and homogenized to just white, black, and not white people and I don't know, Mexicans, Southeast Asians, all these other motherfuckers. You kind of just leave them behind when talking about this shit. Racism would actually be pretty cool if white people, even despite the fact that white people are killed by cops more, there's still poor white people, disenfranchised white people get laid off from their job. There's still plenty of examples of that in the white community as well. And in other communities that you didn't fucking mention.
But we don't. So to those who cry reverse racism when a show like Blackish premieres or when President Obama uses the N-word, please. Just stop.
Just stop listening to this video. I know my lisping is getting on your nerves right now. Oh, fuck this hoe. Anyway. Jonathan. Yeah, I'm not even gonna roast your name. It's so mean after you just gave me money. Jonathan Adon? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. And there it is. One time it doesn't exist, then it's bad, now it's good. Make up your mind. Yeah, it always fluctuates. Their fucking arguments always fluctuate. It starts off, okay, this thing doesn't exist, to, okay, it does exist, but it should be only for this people, you know what I'm saying? Every single fucking time. All right, guys, it's not 12:30, but it is 12:12. I have any other 2-minute, oh wait, there's the other video, the white savior video is also kind of short, so you know what, I think I'll do that one next, to fill out the rest of the time, the other 18 minutes, and then we'll be good. How white savior movies affect Hollywood negatively. Let's hope that you can see this shit. Oh wait, it's 4 minutes. Well, I think I can still work with this.
Based on a true story, and one of its most powerful scenes is when the film Hidden Figures is based on a true story, and one of its most powerful scenes is when Al Harrison, played by Kevin Costner, heroically rips down a coloreds only sign above a women's restroom.
Here at NASA, we all pee the same color.
Later in the film, Harrison graciously grants Katherine Johnson, played by Taraji P. Henson, access to the control room so that she can watch the rocket launch that she helped bring to fruition.
Couple problems here, though.
White people. End of video. God damn it. God, fuck! I swear to fucking God, I hate Twitter.
Here at NASA, we all pee the same color.
Says she
can watch the rocket launch that she helped bring to fruition.
Couple problems here, though. The real Katherine Johnson says she had to watch the launch from her desk. Furthermore, it turns out that Al Harrison never even existed. He's completely made up. Why?
Okay, why? I think it's pretty obvious why. Mario versus Pitt, $5 super chat. Hey Jay Long, hey Jay Long. I thought that meant Jay Long. Well, fuck. Hey Jay, long time listener, first time donating. Your videos are pretty good. Thank you. Thank you.
Why? Kevin Costner's character is what's known as a white savior. A white.
Yeah, because showing that white people actually care about racism, like, or ending racism, that's such an issue. It's such a problem. Like, I understand, yeah, like, rewriting history, not a good thing. I can't say, they do that with all biopics, though. They do it with all fucking biopics. This ain't just with biopics about black people. They do this with all biopics. They change history to make it more cinematic and more feel-good.
White character who saves a person of color.
He did not save her. She did most of the fucking work throughout the whole movie. She did her own thing for that throughout the whole movie. He just did he did the sign thing and he gave her the fucking pass. So you're just fucking erasing everything that Taraji P's character did. Just for well, he saves her. No, he fucking doesn't.
Troubles that the person of color can't save themselves from. The white savior trope has been utilized since the beginning.
Oh my God.
During the civil rights era. Off screen, black activists were leading the fight for civil rights in America. But filmmakers turned to white characters to tell these non-white stories. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Because they live in this fucking country too, if you haven't noticed. A lot of white people were in support of black people during the civil rights movement and all that shit. How the fuck can you just exclude that because, well, we gotta look powerful by ourselves? And how are you gonna do that? When you didn't have any, that was the time, that was a part of American history where we didn't have any. Fucking think. Actually, it makes fucking sense. It makes a little bit more sense to show white people standing up and saying, hey, look, we gotta cut this shit out. Like, let's show at least a couple white people doing it. Because at a time where you can't do it sometimes you just can't do it by yourself.
Mockingbird is about a white lawyer who defends a black man from fabricated charges. Lawrence of Arabia.
He's a fucking lawyer! He's a fucking lawyer! What do you expect him to do? You think there were a whole bunch of black lawyers walking around back then? Hell no! What color did you think his lawyer was gonna be? What the fuck? What is this nigga talking about? He's a white savior because, well, he's just white and successful. There we go. We're back. Okay, we're back, people. We are fucking back. All right, let's get back to this. But, like, to reiterate my fucking point from before, he's a lawyer. Is he supposed to, like, just let his black ass rot? Is he supposed to let him defend himself? Like, yeah, like a black dude defending himself in court. in one of the most racist periods of fucking American history. Yeah, let's see how that fucking works. You need a white savior in that fucking situation. But his fucking race shouldn't have anything to do with it because he's a lawyer. My God.
Arabia is about a British lieutenant who acts as a liaison for the Arab National Council in the Middle East. As the years went on...
So, like, you're naming shit that is irrelevant to color. I don't know why this...
The number of white savior films multiplied. Mississippi Burning is the story of missing civil rights activists and the white agents tasked to find them. Glory is about an all-black...
This shit is meant to show that it's meant to show racial equality by showing black people and white people working together. You notice how it's never like a black person and a Mexican person because there's no real conflict there. It's about conflict and showing how that conflict can be resolved and how that conflict can be healed through that union of black and white. That's why it's that people do that. That's why Hollywood does that.
Regimen led into battle by Robert Shaw. Fun fact, Glory manages to be a white savior film despite the fact that Shaw doesn't actually save anyone.
Then how is it a white savior movie? Explain, nigga, explain.
He literally leads them to death. In the power of the white...
So what? It's not a white savior film then? Why would you list that if it... You fucking idiots!
Savior should never be underestimated. In Gran Torino, a racist white man is heralded for saving the people of color that he's always racist to.
He's always racist to them. Let's forget about the personal growth he goes through. Let's forget about the fact that he is just an old crank. Like, there's people who are, like, genuinely fucking racist. And then, like, there's no fucking gray area with people like this. There's like, either you're racist or you're not. There's no reason for anything you could be doing. And yeah, he is racist towards them, but, like, he's not a racist. Sophelia Majestin, a $10 super chat. Why does he sound less excited about his video than we are? He sounds like a nervous high school student who was forced to speak in front of his classmates. Yeah, because that's usually what these motherfuckers are. Like, just talk about this shit, you fucking eraser head motherfucker. Just talk about this shit on our channel, get us some views, spark up some outrage. He's racist towards him all the time. Yeah, just don't even fucking acknowledge the personal growth that Clint Eastwood goes through in the relationship between him and the kid. Don't fucking... No.
What the hell these Chinese have to move in this neighborhood for?
Hard pass. No matter how black or
hard pass.
cultural film is in its content, filmmakers would have us believe that white characters are the best vehicles for the story.
It's not oh my God, it's not about... Oh, like, this is more marketable if we put a white guy in it. No, that's not it at all. It's meant to show duality and show unity between races. Like, the person who would least understand the plight of the person that they're with, and showing how they grow and change from watching their struggle and, like, just learning from that shit. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I think a real white savior movie would be like Basmati Blues or some shit. I can't really say that because I haven't really seen it. But it's that supposedly it's a really racist Indian movie featuring Brie Larson. So yeah, I mean, they're playing really good music next door, and I'm just distracted right now. But anyway, let's keep
going. Characters of color become far less important in their own stories. And
no, he just said fucking what's his name? Matthew Broderick got killed off in Glory.
Yes. Many white savior films are based on true stories, but
yes, they are based on true stories. But fuck that. Fuck that.
They often either oversimplify race issues or flat out get things wrong. This is how we get
Okay, but like, what does that have to do with them being white savior films? Like, you have to prove that they are white savior films. That they, oh well, we just got a white person saving this person just to show how not racist we are. Like, what's the gripe with white savior movies again? Because I'm starting to like drift far like from this video. I'm just starting to drift far away from calling movies like this white savior movies now.
Get movies like the 2019 Best Picture winner Green Book. The film is.
He didn't save him from nothing though. Not really. They were just friends. They were just friends. What do you save him from? Nothing. There was that time where I think he was kissing that white dude in where Mahershala Ali was kissing that white dude in that bathroom in that public gym or some shit. And that was, and then Viggo Mortensen saved him from that by saying, like, hey, let's all look past this shit. But that was the only time he was saved by him. Like,
it's about Don Shirley, a black, queer, musical genius with multiple doctorates, told through the lens of his driver. The film quickly
No, it was told through the lens of both of them. What the fuck? They get just as much fucking representation in that film. It's a buddy travel movie, basically. A glorified buddy travel movie. It's pretty good. It's not, I don't think it's Oscar worthy. I do agree it doesn't deserve an Oscar, but it's still really good. It's still fucking good. People want to get that movie a wide berth because of, well, I don't know. Because Twitter told them not to like the movie, so.
Became controversial because Shirley's living relatives say that it's incredibly misleading.
Mm-hmm.
They told USA Today, the thing that bothers our family is that the focus of the film is all about a white man who was an extreme racist and who was still a racist at the end.
Yeah. But he was still friends with your your family member, and they were still friends until he died, right?
Indeed. Tony Lee.
And plus family members, I don't give a shit. You're not the guy. The guy was friends with this motherfucker for a long time for a reason.
Played by Viggo Mortensen, is the main character. At one point in the film, he tells Don Shirley that he needs to connect with black culture more, going so far as to say that he's blacker than him.
Excuse me?
And at one point teaching him how to eat fried chicken.
Well, yeah, he was an out-of-touch Italian man in the fucking 60s. It was the 50s or 60s. Either way. Like, yeah, Italians were kind of racist back then. In that era. Like, come on. Of course they're going to have racial misunderstandings in that fucking movie. You think they were going to be fucking... And that was the point in their friendship where they were still kind of struggling. I still don't fucking see your point. I still really don't give a shit.
Of course, Shirley's younger brother told 1A that Don was not estranged from the black community whatsoever, and that he had 100% eaten fried chicken before. Details.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Details aren't the only things that white savior films struggle with. They're also accused of reinforcing the idea that racism is largely gone today. After
It is! What the fuck? It's largely gone today. Yeah, because, like, of course, things in the 60s are exactly the same as they are now. Of course.
They're being bombarded with movie after movie about how far we've come as a nation. White savior films end up minimalizing the issues that people of color go through today. Viewers may leave a white savior
like the issue that we can openly complain about white savior films that stick up for us on a fucking daily basis, right? But like, these are the struggles we go through today.
Film saying, "Thank God we are not like this anymore," when in fact many of us are still exactly like this. Spike Lee illustrated this point ever so clearly.
Oh God, he's gonna talk about that fucking Trump montage he had at the end of Black Klansman? No, bitch.
Black Klansman. By tying the bigotry and hate from its story set in the 70s to the current political climate we're in today.
America first. America first. America first.
Get the fuck out of here! You know, a lot of people had a fucking problem with that too. A lot of people said, like, yeah, the movie was so fucking great until that point. See, if you say a certain commonly used phrase that someone else who is a bad that a bad person has said at one point, that means you yourself are that bad person, and you mean the exact same thing they do. It's just proven. It's the same shit. Oh, he said America first, and he was a white supremacist. So that means when Trump says it, or anyone else says it, that means they're also a white supremacist. You get it? See, the same thing is going on today, like, because Trump says stuff, and it's just like when people, like, got discriminated against in the 60s. Get the fuck out of here.
In a time where
the fuck?
White supremacists feel exactly like this. Spike Lee illustrated this point ever so clearly in Black Klansman.
Just because you can cut two fucking clips together of people saying the same exact fucking phrases doesn't mean shit. Like, the OK symbol is considered fucking racist to these same idiots. But if you put the same but there's also a picture of a fucking Obama somewhere doing the OK symbol. Does that suddenly fucking make him a racist? Hell no. You see, you can do that with anything. Anything!
The bigotry and hate from its story set in the 70s to the current political climate we're in today.
America first. America first. America first.
In a time where politicians are being outed for wearing...
Like, see? That's proof. We still live in the 60s. It's proof. As if this isn't minimizing the racism of the 60s. Comparing the shit now to Black people literally being fucking excluded from places because of the color of their skin on a systematic level. Okay, whatever.
Blackface. White supremacists are on the rise, and racially...
Hey, I wonder why that is. Could it be videos like this? I don't know. But this politician have blackface. That means we're in the 60s. Kroger shooting, suspect tied to tried to enter black church before killing two. Yeah, okay. Shootings happen.
Motivated shootings are in the headline. These look how far we've come white savior movies are becoming increasingly tiring. Filmmakers...
It's not giving me the fucking victim complex I need to get through the fucking day. It's tiring.
They seem to believe that if stories about people of color are told in a real and authentic way, then white characters would have little to no place in them.
Really? Crazy Rich Asians? Crazy Rich Asians and Black Panther, to you, are authentic black story, are authentic stories about people of color. Are you fucking retarded? Are you retarded? Holy shit. So just movies with no white people in it, right? That's it. That too long didn't read. Like, I saved you the click. His problem is that white people are in movies along with colored people about racial issues. That's what it is. Even though Crazy Rich Asians isn't about racial issues, and Black Panther really isn't about racial issues either. Not really. They kind of hint at it, but it's like, not really. It's Marvel. It's a Marvel movie.
Then white characters would have little to no place in them.
And Moonlight is more about gay issues, not black issues, so...
Well, maybe that's how it should be.
Maybe that's how it should be. I'm just so dead behind the eyes. I didn't really research this shit. Yeah, so that's terrible. Oh my god. That was the worst. Fucking Black Panther and Crazy Rich Asians. And Moonlight ain't even about black issues. It's about gay issues. I mean, yeah, it's told like through kind of like how the black community handles homophobia, but it's not about racism, though. It's about homophobia, how homophobia is handled in the black community. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh god. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for me. My fucking voice is getting really ragged because of all this fucking yelling at this garbage. So I'm gonna pack it in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the super chats and all the love and all the praise. I really fucking appreciate it. Excuse me, but I have to get to bed. because when I get to bed, but I gotta rest because my voice is like leaving, and my muscles in my neck. I don't know what the hell's going on there. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys for everything, for tuning in to 4 hours of this shit. Good night to everybody who's wishing me good night, and I will see